This is going to stand beautifully proud. You could create fabulous structure, that sort of firework display almost, couldn't you? But at the same time, you could keep it very simple and elegant.
Absolutely, yes. You could make little cufflinks out of them, little rosebuds out of them.
Oh,
you
that's
could use
a nice
them
idea.
to put into hair for the brides, you know, down a plait or something. They're very, very useful, that size.
In your flowers as well,
absolutely.
because they're not too big to take over
right.
a flower, are they? I love these, absolutely love the size. I wonder, could they be used for soutache?
They could. It depends how they sit, because usually you want the whole, you want it sort of the other way. They want it flat with the holes the other side. But you could, depending how big the cabochon was in the middle.
Or depending on size, I suppose. Creating sort of a halo effect,
yeah,
you know, a very
classic
nice design. Absolutely love it. Now, I've been doing some research actually over my couple of days. I was looking on online at prices that culture pearls can and are in various different establishments around the world. Now, don't get me wrong, one retailer really surprised me, and I was like, my goodness, are they really real? But yes, they were. Cultured pearls, I mean, yeah, they were very organic in their shape, but £15 I saw a pair of earrings. That's the most affordable pair of pearl earrings that I've ever seen. You know, the lady that comes round. Cultured pearls, single pair of earrings, £15. I thought, wow, that's incredible. That's probably the only establishment that I've found that actually rivals the price points. Totally different in their shape. Let's get that price tag on your screen, because lots of you are already getting involved. Kathleen, Hertfordshire, congratulations to you. Every single one of you that has confirmed has multi-bought. I'm not in the least bit surprised, because every day here at Jewellery Maker, yes, we bring you incredible pearls, but this size is a little bit more seldom. Much, much more seldom. Well done. An affordable price tag, multiple cultured pearls, £6.95. I know I say it every single day, and I'm awfully sorry for sounding like a broken record, but our prices of pearls, they are becoming more and more and more affordable, aren't they? They are, because we've got connections with some of the world's leading pearl traders, friendships even. I know that Steve and oh gosh, I've just drawn a blank. Glenn Lehrer were speaking to a very prominent Chinese pearl dealer, and they were speaking directly about jadeite in particular. But the fact that we have access to such quality pearls, and the fact that we can buy it in quantity, means that we can obviously squeeze those margins. Well done to you, Kathleen. Well done to you, Ruth in Middlesex. Congratulations to you, Margaret. £6.95 only for a lengthy strand. I mean, you could easily knot this, and you've got a full piece, essentially, which will fit beautifully around the neckline. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Hello to you, Anu in Leicestershire as well. Lots of you up bright and early with us here this morning. I mean, what gemstone would you use alongside this, or would you just leave it as it is?
I think it's stunning as it is, but I think garnets always go with them.
Oh, garnets and pearls.
Tanzanite, anything like that.
Well, funny you should say the Tanzanite, Debbie
Really?
Belford. We haven't prepped you or primed you on this.
No. Oh, beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely stunning.
The fact you've got those shapes. Something blue. Look at that.
Lovely.
This is a double strand of Tanzanite. When are we doing this, Kim? About 10 o'clock. So it's a lot of Tanzanite there. And one of the things I was speaking to, ironically, somebody that does shop with us here, with this channel, and a customer, and they were saying that a retailer had said, oh no, the more desirable of your Tanzanite is the white, the paler Tanzanite. I was like, no, totally misinformed. It's all personal preference, don't get me wrong, but the more valuable would actually be the darker blues. My goodness, you've got definite blues there. Well done to every single one of you, even ahead of that. Okay, it is time for your first kit. Debbie Bulford's fabulous inspiration. I love your style with this, Debbie.
It's just a little bit different, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
it's very eclectic. Everything's in the kit is completely different. When I opened it up, I thought, oh my goodness me, there's so many colours, and it's just lovely, really jolly.
It's all about the colours and the fabrics that you get within this. Loving everything that you have created. Big statement pieces of jewellery. I'll just take a wander over. So, can I for 1 second just shimmy them there, and then we'll come back to them. I promise you that. I do promise you. I mean, this is going to go an awful long way, isn't it?
It is.
The amount of pieces that you could create out of this kit is astounding. Now, where do I start? The cabochons, that are included in this kit are brand new, never been seen before. I've never seen them before.
I've never seen them before either.
So much so, by the way, I'm just going to have to pick them up because I don't even know what they are. Hematite. Look at the shape for the hematite.
And it can be used either way, I think.
Do you know, I actually thought that this was maybe a precious metal. I didn't realise that was a genuine gemstone. Look at the shape. And you'll understand as soon as I show them to you. Bear with me. There's so much here. There we go. There's so much here that I can't actually get to everything. Look at those. Look how beautifully reflective they are. Now, you are getting 3 of your cabbage. I've never seen anything like it before.
No. And I did think if you could sink them the other way up as well, I think they could be used either way, personally, because I think the back is as beautiful as the front.
It is. Absolutely. It is. Oh, now, come on, Al. Let me just give that a polish, because I've just put my hand cream all over them. Come on, Al.
They are beautifully shiny.
They are, aren't they? I didn't think. I stepped into the studio, and yet, granted, I don't mind putting my hands up. I should have looked at every single component in this kit, but just kind of looked at them and, okay, yeah, they're wonderful cabochons of maybe your copper with your gold overlay. No, these are genuine gemstones. And totally and utterly exclusive to this kit. They're not available individually. You can't, look how reflective they are. You can almost see Wes in there, can't you? Go on, do us a little dance, Wes. Where are you? Let me find you. Where are you? There he is.
There he is.
There he is, waving his hands away. He's very chipper this morning, aren't you, Wes?
Yeah.
Very chipper. Plus, you also get 3 cuffs, and I love the cuffs. I'd wear this like it is, individually.
Yes, absolutely.
3 sizable cuffs, all contrasting. These 2 in particular are very similar to our linear collection on our sister channel.
Very much so. Very much so. Very, very similar.
Very simple, clean lines.
Absolutely, yes.
And you're getting 3, plus the 3 cabochons. Then you also get your clasps, and there's multiple clasps. Gosh, I mean, this is an essential, I think, for replenishing your stash as well. You've got your Kumihimo accessories, gold-plated 4mm pack, and then your toggles, and then you've got your gold-plated fold-over clasps. These are hugely popular for Kumihimo, as it says on there, for your macrame, for using it with your t-shirt yarn, which we have done here. Fold-over clasps, I mean, they really, really show off the quality, don't they? If you're spending all of that time and efforts into completing and creating such fabulous pieces, then the attention to detail is, in my eyes, all at the class. That's where I look for the quality to be sort of finished off in any pieces of jewellery that I'm personally purchasing. Now, we're still not done. We've got gemstones to bring you on. We've got your t-shirt yarn, but these could not be any more perfect a colour for this current season. Fuchsia pink. But these are your suede, aren't they? You've got your suede cords. 2 spools, and you're getting 5 metres on each. So they're going to go an awful long way, aren't they? 2 spools of those. Reminds me of the 80s.
Yes, just a bit.
It's very Kylie Minogue, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Very Kylie Minogue or Madonna or something like... Oh, Whitney Houston. She was partial to a bit of fuchsia pink, wasn't she? And then, now, first time I saw this was with Sheila. And she created that fabulous bouquet. Sold out, by the way, sold out. They go so far, don't they, the t-shirt yarn? Shall I unwrap it for you? So it's all twisted like this for obviously transportation purposes, but you just literally untwist. I don't know if Amelia will thank me for this, but look how much you get. It goes a fabulous long way, doesn't it?
So soft.
It is, the fabric is good quality, isn't it?
It is, it's lovely.
95 grams, it's not a length, but you can see how much is there. I mean, it's substantial. For your jewellery, that it's substantial, but also for your textiles as well. It could be easily be used in your textiles. So I'll just lay that at the back there, because I've still got more to come. I mean, so far, how many components? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, if you count your cabochons individually, because those, well, they are the superstar in my eyes.
They are, absolutely.
They're centre stage, and then the gorgeous faceted hematite gemstones that go alongside it as well. I mean, those just, like what we've got on your screens right now, circling circling those cabochons. We're going to have to bring that price in. Should be £46 for 12 components. 12 components, so you've got your clasps, tick, you've got fabrics, you've got your bracelets, cabochons, brand new, never seen those before, so it's the first time I've seen those appearing. And your genuine gemstones. This morning, substantial saving coming your way. Should be £46. That's almost a £20 reduction.
Wow. Wow, I mean, that is a definite stash bundle for me, because I think for anyone who does wire work, those open caged bracelets, that's your armature already made for you.
Yes.
So for anyone who wants to start doing wire work, what a fabulous way to start.
It really is.
You know.
And everything that's in this kit, Debbie, it's not tailored to any specific medium, really,
No,
is it?
It isn't. No,
I
you
mean,
can use it in any way.
Any way.
Yeah.
You could wire wrap onto the cuffs.
Yeah, of course
You
you
can
could.
kumihimo, obviously, as you have done. You can use your fabrics. You can soutache with the cabochons. Let me see, macrame. You can macrame with those.
You can do all sorts of things with these. I mean, you can use these on card making. You can use them on scrapbooks. You can use them in all sorts of mediums, which is nice when they cover other mediums as well.
Yes, it's not specific to any
No.
one technique. We've got a text message in saying, "Good morning all, I'm glad it's my day off so I can watch all of Debbie's lovely designs. This kit is fabulous. Wow, those cabochons are fab, aren't they?"
They are.
I shouldn't have favourites, but they are my favourite. They're the favourite part of this kit. Are they yours as well, Kimbo? I think we're all agreed. I've never seen anything like it before. Not just here at Jewellery Maker, in any
No, I
jewellery
haven't either.
establishment.
I haven't.
And you've created multiple pieces here, Debbie, obviously incorporating your forte, which is your polymer. And do you know what hit me straight away is how both of the fabrics, the polymer, work beautifully with one another. Now, before we go into Debbie's designer inspiration, we obviously need to supply the polymer clay. Now, it's a wonderful combination of colour, which are tailored to match this kit, although it can be used individually and separately, can also be mixed, which is something that we were talking about earlier on. And you're getting 5 of your polymer clay blocks, essentially. Some rare colours in here. Now, this is limited. We've got less than 50 of these available. Which one's your favourite?
The alizarin, the burgundy.
I was going to say exactly that as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it lovely?
It's a lovely colour.
Very
Really
Christmassy
is.
as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful burgundy tone. Can you see that? It's very rich, like a full-bodied red wine. Like a Merlot.
Yes.
But I love this colour too. It's kind of like an ecru. What's it called?
It is ecru.
Oh, there we are then. There we are. It is called ecru. And then also the orange. I mean, that's a lovely colour. Great for this time of year.
This whole kit is good for autumn leaves. You know, you can just see the autumn shades coming through. You really can. And of course, having the white, which is frost white, which has glitter in it, which gives a bit of sparkle, that's perfect for your Christmas
And
ideas.
it really is obvious, the sparkle in that as well, isn't it? It does really add sort of another dimension. And then that hot fuchsia pink. So 5 blocks of your polymer clay. Is it still the case, Debbie, that certain colours will always sell out?
Yes, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Am I right in suggesting the white,
Yes,
the ecru,
yes,
the burgundy?
yep. Well, see, the orange, as you've seen earlier, I don't use orange straight out the packet. I mix it, which I'll explain in a minute. But all the colours are fabulous. It depends what you do with them. You don't have to use them straight out the packet.
No, they can be, mixed together to tone them down.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're beautiful, aren't they? I love that orange, but I like orange as a colour. But one thing which I mentioned earlier on when we weren't on air was, well, that's a nice tone that Debbie is going to show you later on, and it's using the orange. Let's bring that price tag in. So it always sells out. There we go. You can see the glitter, can't you, within that white? Your fashion fix polymer clay is the first medium that I got into. It's very, very, very addictive. $6.95, and it's also super affordable. You don't need vast amounts to get into this medium. Debbie will vouch for me here. What was the first piece of jewellery that I ever made, Debbie?
Oh, I can't remember now. I thought it was Santa that you first made. Oh, Santa. Oh, yeah, Santa under a Christmas tree. Was that
his
the one?
bottom,
his
actually.
bottom, under a Christmas
His
tree.
bottom
Still in the
under a
office upstairs.
Is it?
It
Someone's
was when I
still
last saw
got it. There we
Hannah's
go.
got it.
Well, I say jewellery. It wasn't really jewellery. No. But that was years ago. And Hannah Bennett stole it for a while. She had it on her desk for a while. It's very addictive, and it's also great for all different ages. If you love sort of sculpting, if you're quite artistic. I mean, back in the day when I was a youngster and when this first appeared, myself and my cousin used to sit for hours doing it. That's how we used to be entertained as children.
It's lovely. It's lovely and creative for children to get into this. But any age, you don't have to be a child. You can be a child inside and still have a go.
Absolutely. I'm 37 and I still play with polymer clay. Commented on component JYZI01, assuming that's one of these. JM, yeah, it is one of these colours. JM offers the best price for Sculpey clay, and it's great quality and a pleasure to use. And that's from Lincolnshire. It's a really key point, because there are various different grades of quality with your polymer clay, because the actual feel and softness of the polymer clay comes into it, doesn't it?
It does. There are different makes. When I first joined Jewellery Maker, I was asked to have a look at the polymer clays, and I found that Primo, Sculpey Primo, was the best all-round clay on the market.
Yeah.
It can do anything, really.
And some of it can be quite hard and solid, can't it?
It can.
Not what we've got here. That's from the other brands.
Depends what you're going to make, really, is what you want it to be like.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? If you want to do canes, you want it quite firm, so it's not going to squash.
Yes.
So you buy the clay to match what you're going to be doing.
Okay. Yeah. I personally, going back, and I won't say the brand, but when I first started, it wasn't Sculpey clay that I was using when I first started, and you'd have to spend ages warming it in your hand to be able to mould it into anything.
Yes, and also with Primo, being a teacher, it's useful that the colour doesn't come off on your hands. You can go from one colour to another and not have to keep using wipes, which is really important.
Yes. Okay, now we have got an absolute essential coming your way. On my right, liquid clay, 5 DVDs. Hang on, Debbie Bulford, Introduction to Polymer Clay.
Yes, that's me.
Extruder.
That is me.
Debbie Bulford, I can tell by that. Polymer clay accessories.
That is me.
Definitely you. Polymer clay faces, definitely you, because you made one of me. It's still got it. I've still got it.
And Millifure. Now that reminds me of somebody. Yes, yes. Definitely me.
Have you heard the story about Millifure? So
that was so funny.
When I first launched, when I first came to work here at Jewellery Maker, I used to do the DVDs with the guest designers. So I was in charge of like the packaging, etc. Yeah, I spelt Millifure wrong. I had to come on air and write it, do lines.
Do lines, you did, yes.
Because we only ordered 1,000 of them as well.
Just a few.
All misspelled.
Never mind.
Oopsie. Yes. Now, you're not just getting that, you're also getting 2 blocks of your sparkly clay. Actually, one's sparkly and the other one is more textured.
It's got granite. Is it called
It's got granite in.
Yeah, it looks more like a pebble when you put it together. It has like fibres in it.
It's like marble.
It's lovely, actually, just like stone.
Sorry, forgive me, this is new to me. I've never seen this before.
We have had it for quite a time, but it does look, we have that in grey as well, which looks like, which is grey granite. One has sparkle in, one of these, and one has like an inclusion, like a little fibre in it, which makes it look like a pebble. They're really nice.
Lovely texture. So you've got the contrast, the sparkle, and then the granite there. 5 DVDs and your liquid poly clay, which is we'll go into what you use that for. And there's more. You're also getting your clay roller and also your extruder. So if you're wondering, what do I do with an extruder?
In one pot, one packet.
One package, and your clay roller, which I haven't got here, but
well, I've got the sample one here.
There we go. You've got the sample one, so it is attached to Debbie's bench as we speak.
Take it off.
One of our most popular products, the clay roller. So, Debbie, have you ever seen all of this in one bundle?
No, and what surprises me is that they are the most useful pieces in the bundle. There are some pieces that you think, oh, I can do without, but these, actually...
You can't, can you? I've still got mine from the day I started. Still got mine. So there's a lot here. Great for gifts. I'm thinking Christmas gifts. If you're thinking, oh well, I need an extruder, or I'm looking at one of the DVDs, or I want to get the liquid, the polymer liquid, then. But you might have other components, then gift them. They're great opportunities for you to gift them.
Absolutely. I mean, you could split them and say, right, I want that, but I don't want that, and I'll give that away, and I'll keep that, and I'll use that DVDs for teaching or whatever. I think it's just a nice bundle of very useful items.
Really useful items. Now, should be, wow, I've just heard, sorry, forgive me for interrupting myself, but I've just heard how much of a saving there is, Debbie. £62.55 is where we should be for the roller, for your extruder, 5 DVDs, clay, and also your liquid polyclay. £37.60 saving.
Oh my goodness me.
Now, I'm trying to think desperately how much I paid, because I know I bought it individually because it was back when our clay rollers came into stock, sold out straight away. You're writing this down, aren't you?
No. I've got, in my little book, I've got how much last week. I went in and I priced up what's the latest prices.
Well, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I paid at least £10 for the clay roller. What's that? A clay roller? Where was that then you saw?
In a local shop.
In a local shop. So a clay roller, individually, Debbie saw in a local shop, £34.99. Just for the clay roller. And yes, many people do buy 2. One for...
Well, they do. They buy them for the whites and the translucents, and another one for the colours.
Absolutely.
Or for making pasta, of
Or
course.
for making your pasta, yeah. So, great way to, yeah, if you love your cooking, etc., then you can use that in the kitchen as well. It's exactly the same, isn't it,
Exactly
really?
the same.
Exactly the same.
Exactly
And it does attach to your tables. You've just seen Debbie unattach it there, but it does attach so it stays nice and firm and secure.
Yep.
It's a quality product. We've never changed it.
Nope.
And the reason for that is because it doesn't need to. The quality is there. And your extruder, again, it's never been changed. It's the same since the day I started working here. And that gives you all different shapes. If you've never used an extruder, then there's a DVD included in this to get you started. But you're covering all bases here with the DVDs as well, aren't you?
You are, yeah, because you've got your basics and you've got your accessories, which are like pen tops, badges, fridge magnets, but also on that DVD there are animal prints, so you can use that in all of your jewellery, not just with the animals. Then you've got the extruder DVD where you do soutache with clay and you do knitting with clay and you do all sorts of things. And then you've got the face canes, which are really fun. And once you've done the face canes, you can then do caricatures and you know, all sorts of cartoon characters and what have you.
There's the face canes.
So there's lots of things. And of course, Millefiori goes into flowers, not just the individual flowers on the front, but flower canes, how to actually put flowers into a cane.
So beautiful. I always love a polymer clay demonstration, Debbie.
Okie doke.
So you're using all the components from the kit. So you've got that gorgeous Merlot burgundy red. Then you've got the orange, the sparkly white and the ecru.
Yeah.
So you're using all of those colours, aren't you? The only one you're not in this technique is the fuchsia.
Yes, just for this one.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Right. Okay. So first of all, when I first start using my clay, I'm going to do something called makumigane, which is like layering the clay and stabbing it and then shaving it. And to do that technique, they have to be muted colours. If you don't, they look like a child's got paint and splattered them on the wall.
Right.
You know, it's a sort of technique that you can't use bright colours in so much because it doesn't really work. Now, I particularly like the orange. Now, what I've done is I've mixed 2 equal parts to give like this I'll put it down. Sorry, I didn't know which way you do it. To give like this pumpkin colour that's a lot softer. So first of all, I'm going to use that. And then I've got another colour which is like a winter white, which is twice as much white as ecru to get this sort of beigey sort of colour. And it has a little bit of a sparkle in it too. So I'm going to layer these up and I'm using the burgundy. So I'm going to use the burgundy, the pale and the orange. Okay, and I'm going to take that over to my clay roller now and put it through on number 1 or number 2. So just a really so thick setting.
It goes from 1 to
9.
9.
1 is the thickest. I'm just going to take this over to the clay roller now. 1 is the thickest, 9 is the thinnest. Okay.
Look how easy that goes through.
So I'm going to put that through. See, that's gone through really easy. The nice thing about these is you get uniform slices. Every time you use it, you know exactly what it's going to come out like.
Yeah.
And it is like leather almost when it comes out.
It's lovely, isn't
I'm going to put that back on my tile a second. And I'm going to cut that in half, put it on top, smooth it out, and do it again. Cut it in half, put it on top, and smooth it out. And then just pop my clay roller over the top just to make sure there's no bubbles. I'm just going to move that tile actually because it's moving around. I'll use the tile underneath. That's better. Right, now here's the fun bit. This is good if you have children because they can get involved. You can stab it. You can do all sorts of things in it. You can make as many holes as you want. It doesn't have to be uniform. You can make as many holes as you wish. The more you do, the more pattern you're going to have. This corrugated cutter comes with the blades if you do buy the blades at all at any time. So there we go. I've gone really mad. There. So now you probably look at that and think, what on earth is she going to do? Now, one thing I didn't do, which you can do, you can also add your leftover canes, but we'll do that another time. Right, so now I'm going to use my blade. You get a stiff blade and a flexible blade. It's a flexible blade that you need to be able to flex, to pull off the layers. So, oh, I should use it the right way around, wouldn't it, really?
So you're slicing into it?
So I'm slicing into it and taking it off. And then when you take it off the top, you see you have all these patterns come, which are the holes, etc., that you have stabbed. Now I'm going to put that onto a piece of clay. I'm going to use that to cover my bracelet. And the blade wants to be pulled down into your clay. So if that happens and you think, oh, I really haven't got enough slices, just stick it back on and do it again. There's
so
no
it doesn't
rules.
really matter, does it?
No rules at all. Right, so that's now I'm going to put to one side.
Look at that, it's like a work of art already, like modern art.
Absolutely.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
What's
Debbie?
that?
The kiss. You know the painting, the
Oh,
the kiss?
Klimt. Is it the one, the Klimt, with all the colours around it? And gold? No, wrong.
Isn't it? I thought it was called the kiss.
Is it? I don't know.
That sort of goldy, the couple that are
yeah, I know the one you mean.
basically out in a warm embrace.
Yes, I think it is the one. Yes, I'm sure it is.
I'll find out what it is. I should perhaps know that.
Right, so I'm now going to take a slice, and I'm going to take a slice like so. I'm going to take my bangle and just neaten the end of it first of all. And literally, it's as simple as this. You literally fold it.
So you're using one of the cups that is out of your the kit.
Yeah.
So you've chosen the big, large cuff.
I have. You go all the way along, take a bit of a slice when you get to the middle, and then go all the way around to the end. And slice it off when you get to the other end. How easy is that? Okay.
So you can bake these bangles as well.
Oh yeah, you can bake them. Now, if I had time, I would spend time neatening the inside edge. I'm probably using something like a knitting needle to push away all the excess clay and then neaten that nice seam. Now, obviously here I can't spend an hour doing that, but you can get the idea that you just pinch it together and then you neaten the inside.
Yeah, just smooth it out somewhat.
Yeah. Do the same on the opposite side and then do another strip in the middle, and that's it basically. And then I just tied around a little circle of the lovely hematite beads.
Oh, that move as well.
Well, it shouldn't. That's I'm afraid I needed to put glue on it. No. I glued the one side and forgot to glue the other. But they've just shown that things do happen, you see. But
I like that movement, though.
Well, you could do a whole row of them, couldn't you? But you can see that's how you start off. And once you neaten it and sand it, it looks really nice.
That's fabulously Egyptian, isn't it? In those colours, etc.
Yeah, it is. Now, one other thing I'm going to do, which is really, really, really quick, is the striped pendant, which is at the end.
Okay, before...
Do you want to do...
Yes, while you do, because
you do that.
I need you to explain this to me, Debbie.
Okay,
We've got these bead baking racks.
Okay.
Now, you're getting 2 in a bundle. There is a very good reason for us offering you 2, and as I understand it, it's because if you were to make maybe a standard necklace all exclusively your polymer clay, and you do want to make them all at the same time rather than having them in the oven and putting the second batch in, you're going to need 2.
Yeah, well, I have about 7 at home.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
So, essentials. Now, perhaps you could explain, Debbie, why the bead rack is used.
Okay, can I take one out?
Of course you can. Of course you can. Let's take one of these out.
Just to show.
Why the bead rack is used, because it might not necessarily be obvious.
Okay.
Instantaneously.
When you bake your beads, you can bake it in your household oven, or you can get a camping oven actually that's pretty reasonable for most stores now. But if you use your household oven, you can use a foil tin or an old baking rack or what have you, but this means that it's dedicated. It is dedicated for your art, and it means that you can put your beads onto the baking rack really simply and bake and know that's just for you, and it's not going to be used for food. It's nice to have something, one for craft and one for food. So with these, you can see this has lots of little indentations. It's like castellated across the top, and that's where your pins will go across, which are inside here, which are really, really sharp, that you push through your beads and then place on the top.
So basically, when you form a bead, you want it to stay perfectly spherical, like your gemstones, like your pearls, for example.
Yeah.
And if you were to just put one of your beads onto a baking tray, say, then the probability is that you'd end up with one flat edge.
You would, because as it heats up, it would actually melt that plastic, and then you get a flat edge. Whereas with this, if you've got a bead and you pop it onto your baking rack, it's going to stay exactly as it was when you put it in the oven, and it means it's got the hole that's the right size to put your beading thread through afterwards.
Perfect.
Okay? So I whenever I do workshops, I have hundreds of beads on these sort of things, and underneath you've then got room to put pendants as well. You can lean your bangles and things against the side. It has a 45-degree cutter here that you can cut your various designs or your canes. And inside, please, please, please take this out. It is an acrylic sheet. It actually has polythene on at the moment, which is why it's all crinkly, just to protect it. Take that off, and that is useful for making your bangles, to make your long snakes of clay. Please take it out of the baking rack because it will melt.
Ah, right, okay. So that's not meant to be in the baking rack at all. So you use that for your polymer clay making and creating.
Yes.
Okay, now we should be bringing this to you at £19.90 for the 2, not just the 1. Usually working out at £9.95 each. Because this is a bundle and because it is Debbie Bulford, her speciality, and these are an absolute must for anybody that loves the idea of creating polymer clay necklaces, and of course your beads, so beautiful for your charms, beautiful for maybe your key rings, £6.95. Okay, so that's less than the cost of one. That's a massive saving.
Wow.
So it's possible. If you were thinking, oh, what's Eleanor? You know, it's expensive to buy 2. Actually, it's better than buying 1 on our website right now.
That is amazing. And if you were teaching somewhere, or even at home, if you've got lots of children and grandchildren, I would get 2 or 3 of these. I just think they're useful because you don't have to use them flat. You can actually, if you've got any tall items, you can use them like that. You can put the beads across and have pendants hanging.
Yes.
So you can have them standing up in the oven as well, as long as it's not too near the heating element. You can actually use these and have your pendants hanging if you want to.
That's a really good point, isn't it?
Yeah, they're so useful, so useful.
But if you were to go onto our website then and buy 1, it would cost you more than what we're bringing you 2 at this morning.
Silly. That's just silly.
Aren't you glad you tuned in this morning? Yeah, most definitely. And again, I was going back to, speaking personally, for those of you that are new to Jewellery Maker and maybe thinking, I like the idea of this. This is something maybe you've got some creative ideas. Polymer clay is so addictive. It's the first of all the mediums that I got into, and I loved it. I loved it. And I love coming in and showing everybody.
Well, I think
showing Debbie as well. Debbie, look what I made.
I think it's a nice hobby to have because it's cheap to start off with. It really is reasonable compared with most hobbies. Really reasonable.
I was going to say most hobbies are really expensive, aren't they, to start?
Oh, yes, absolutely. But you can... There's no waste. You can use your mistakes inside other things. Yeah. Because there is no waste whatsoever.
And in terms of storage of polymer clay?
Right. You must store it in a slightly opaque plastic box, one that has a number 5 with an arrow around it, which means it's recyclable. And that means that the plastic will not be eaten away by the polymer. The polymer will eat into most plastics, so you have to be a bit careful. But what I would do is, if you've got a box and you don't know, take a tiny little speck of polymer clay, pop it in the corner, and if after 24 hours it looks sticky, don't use it. Right,
there we go. All of our packaging is ideal for polymer clay as well.
Absolutely,
So
yes,
not a problem whatsoever. If you've got any of the storage bags, they are appropriate for polymer clay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to create now that
very simple, very
disc.
Quick, very quick. And I'm using the scrap from what we've just made.
Really?
Okay?
So you were just saying about there's no waste.
No, there's no waste. So this is the scrap. You can, with that one, I layered up various colours and then cut it. But I just want to show you a way of getting a striped sheet of clay. Now here I have got the scrap, literally the scrap from what we've just made. If you twist and you twist your scrap like so, you'll see it becomes striped. Okay?
Oh yeah, just twist it.
So if I take, I'm just going to put that through my clay roller again. I'm just going to move and put it through. So if you put that through your clay roller...
And you're putting it in...
About number 1 or number 2.
Laying it across like a sausage.
Sausage, that's right. And when I take it out...
Oh, look at that.
You've got your stripes.
That's gorgeous.
Okay, so I haven't got the cutter that I had there. That's from the Fat Daddy-O big cutters. But you take your circle... You just make sure that's nice and neat. Take your circle, release it from the board, make sure that all the bits around the edge are nice and neat. Go on.
Smoothing it all around, aren't you, there?
Smoothing it. And then I'm going to take one of these trays, which are absolutely brilliant.
They are coming up as well, by the way, so if you're thinking, oh, I like that idea, they are coming up in the show, so just stay tuned for those.
There you go. And then I'll pop that on top of one of the domes, which is ideal. And then I had some little oblong cutters, which... Do you know, I've been away on a polymer clay weekend. Can I find them this morning? No, but anyway, you can use whatever you have to hand. And as long as you've got 2 holes, I'm going to do it with 2 rounds. Just excuse me for doing different shapes. But you could do 2 rounds, 2 big holes. You could use these for scarves. You could use these for
big buttons.
Big buttons. And now the one I've done down there, I've got two oblongs.
Yeah.
And I say I can't find that cutter anywhere. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I see. You're using your fabric to thread through.
And then you put your fabric through one side and fabric through the other. Now this has got 2 huge holes, which are far too big, but you get the idea.
Yes.
You get the idea.
Now, we've just literally grabbed hold of this, the tool that you are using here. I don't think if you are trying to create that cabochon look, you wouldn't be able to do it without this, really, would you?
No. No.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you could maybe put in the oven and form it with.
Well, having just been on the polymer clay weekend, and hello everybody from Poly Art Retreat if you're watching, we all were baking things on domes and on the bottom of cans and on light bulbs and what have you. But putting this in, it means you can make a graduated necklace all in one bake. You don't have to do 9 bakes or something. You do it all in one bake.
Which, of course, is economical.
Brilliant.
You haven't got your gas or your electric going.
Absolutely brilliant. It really is.
Yeah, and you've got the graduation of shapes there as well. Yep. So this is hugely popular. And would you say one of your must-haves?
I use this every day when I'm doing polymer clay. Truly. Honestly, hand on heart, I use it every single day.
Because it's creating a dimension as well, isn't it? So you've got the use of colour and everything, but it's actually creating a dimension. And what you can't, maybe if I hold it this way as well, and it's not just this side, it's on the inside too, which Debbie is just showing you.
So you can do one side, you can bake the top of your pendant.
Which would be concave.
Yes.
No, convex.
Yeah, and then on the other side, you can bake the other side of your pendant all at the same time. Isn't that brilliant? Or you can fill it with clay and have it solid if you want to.
Oh, really? So hang on a second.
You can push just scrap clay in and...
You can put polymer clay on the top and on the inside?
Yeah, and bake the whole necklace all in one go. Isn't that fab?
I did not know that.
It is so fab. I love it
thought you had to use one side or the other.
Oh, no. No, and you can bake all sorts of little things in there as well, things that you don't want pressure marks on. You know, it's just fab. You can see this is really, really filthy. I use this every day. Love it.
It's loved, well loved.
Well loved.
Well loved, like your favourite teddy bear. Yeah, I mean, gorgeous, aren't they? I'm liking the idea that you could really create sort of, well, almost put your gemstones in the centre of that one.
Oh, yeah, you can do.
One.
You can.
Beautiful. It is coming your way, and it's the first time I've seen it and learned that you can use it on both sides and bake with both sides. Super, super affordable. If you do any price comparisons outside of Jewellery Maker, you'll recognise this is an amazing, amazing deal. So on that basis, Debbie, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 you've got 20 pieces of polymer.
Yeah, because you don't have to put that size pendant on there. I mean, you can do little circles if you want to and do a whole bracelet. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to use the whole thing. You can do whatever size you want on there.
Love it.
And also, it's useful if you do leaves because you can actually position them in between and actually make them go like that. You can position them in between.
Create those curves.
And actually create the curves of petals and things in between, which I think works a treat.
Yeah, because once if you've shaped a leaf, for example, and then you put it in the actual oven,
it relaxes.
It'll relax.
Yeah.
So the leaf might have started off all beautifully formed, but then after the heat's got to the clay, it softens it.
It does. It does. So that's just how to get your leaves and petals, and you just bake it on there. It's brilliant.
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
$14.95 only. So far we have covered all the DVDs, the polymer clay. We've brought you polymer clay. We've brought you the extruder. We've brought you now the bead maker, the bead rack. And I don't think we've even gone through £50 yet, have we, for all these tools?
Probably not. Probably not.
I don't think we have.
No.
You've been using some cutters, Debbie.
I have.
Now, I know you'll have used these before. Are we getting ready for Christmas yet?
Yes.
I'm thinking these around the Christmas table.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. They'd be nice to put on crackers and things.
Yes.
Wouldn't they? Tops of crackers.
Around candles.
Oh, you got Christmas one. Oh, they're nice.
A little snowman.
Oh,
I
nice.
want to see these on napkin rings and little glass. For the little one, you could have little glass decorations.
They're really pretty.
Shall I show you? Sorry, I'm being a bit. Look, I'm smitten by them. He's my favourite. Can you see that? The little snowmen. But you've also got bells, you've got Christmas trees, you've got doves, you've got what's that one? Bows, and you've also got butterflies. Aren't they gorgeous? And there's 3 of each. So a graduation in shape and size. So the doves, for example, I'm imagining 3 graduated doves, a bit like you used to see with the ducks above the fireplace.
Well, there's a shop that sells all sorts of furniture and what have you, and they do box frames, little box frames, you know, they're quite deep. And they sell pictures of butterflies on with paper. So the first one's flat and the next one's slightly up and the next one the leaves in the air. Well, you could do that with polymer clay, different canes of polymer clay, and put that in a frame and give that as a gift. That'd be really pretty.
Really lovely. I like these ideas, and I'm starting to think about how am I going to decorate the table. It's not something I've consciously ever thought about before, but because when you've got all the family coming,
yes,
it's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah, you just use
attention to detail.
Yeah, wine glass charms or something.
Yeah,
little gifts. You know, it'd be really pretty.
Just tied around, like you say, the crackers, or even on your Christmas presents.
Or if you want to, you can make your own gift tags because you can write on it, can't you, with your silver and gold pens and.
That's a nice idea. So create your gift tags. You can cut a little hole if you've just got the well, you can make that with anything,
make that
really,
with a pin, yes.
Just with a pin or a pen to thread your ribbon through.
Yeah. And
then you've got your little gift tags. How thoughtful would that be?
That'd be lovely.
And how expensive would that look?
But it wouldn't be expensive to get them. Gift tags are so expensive.
They are. I know. They really are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Especially if you want them coordinating with your wrapping paper. And I'm a little bit. The wrapping of the present is as important to me. Excuse me. I like the present looking nice.
Yes, I used to do that until you have children and you get these huge gifts and you think, what on earth can I do with those? And it all goes out the window.
Okay, fair enough. There's hope. There's hope for me yet, then.
Yes.
Hope for me yet. A couple of reviews. I've used these cutters with polymer clay, jewel enamel, and even for felting, and they are amazing. That's a really good point.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Oh, Santa. Yeah, with felt. Oh, yeah, with a little top hat. That'd be nice.
Oh, Here's another one from Oxfordshire. My granddaughter loves these and wants to make some pendants out of polymer clay for her prep school teachers.
Oh, how lovely, what a lovely school gift.
That's so cute, isn't it?
Something that's been made. Yes.
That is so cute.
That's special.
Thoughtful, time's gone into it. Your granddaughter must be a right sweetheart. Imagine the little stockings, you know, if you hang your stockings by the fireplace.
Nice.
I mean, you can use them in so much. Maybe decorate your bathroom pools with any of these, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, light poles. Yes, they are. Those are expensive as well.
Mobiles. You could make a Christmas mobile.
Baby mobile as well over. Oh,
we're getting carried away. I haven't even got the price in yet. No. Sorry, Kim. We're getting all carried away with the Christmas. Right.
That is silly. Can I say?
How much is your average cutter in a kitchen store?
I'll have a look in my thing.
Debbie's just looking at her little book of price comparisons. That's 48 pence per cutter. Sorry, 38 pence per cutter. There's a shop in my local town, back in Wales. There isn't one actually local to me now, but which used to deal with all kitchen utensils. One cutter. Like a fiver.
Yeah, I looked at some equivalent cutters. There were tiny four in a pack, and they were £6.79.
Teeny weeny ones.
They were teeny weeny, like tiny little charm ones, and I mean tiny, about 5mm, 6mm.
Wow. Well, here you have got 369. Well, you've got 18 cutters there.
Good grief.
18 cutters, and perfect for the festive period. I'd love to see a mobile. My best friend's just had a little girl. Do you know what, Debbie? I'm going to make her a Christmas mobile. I think that'd be really sweet to suspend from her cot.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas tree decorations, all you need is polymer clay, a bit of glitter or some foil, cut it out with a cutter, hole in the top, put on Christmas tree. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really lovely. Well done. Well done. Okay, now, this is something that I know you love these, don't you?
I do.
And once you buy them, you never need worry about buying them again because they are quality, obviously with care. They are your textured stamps, but it's the first time I'm seeing these textures. They're very intricate, aren't they?
They're made by a lady called Helen Braille and her husband. And they are made for silver clay and polymer clay. They're ideal for silver clay because they're not very deep. They're intricate, but with silver clay you don't want the depth because it costs too much money, obviously, to have the silver too deep. So these are very intricate, very detailed, perfect for the back and the front of your pendants. And if you look on Helen Braille's website, which is www.helenbraille.com, you will see loads of inspiration how to use these. She's just an amazing designer.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? So you've got a really floral stamp here, and then you've also got sort of peacock inspirations. Then you've got sort of waves and ribbons, star-like effects and patterns. I'm assuming, Debbie, if I wanted to create such designs on my polymer clay or silver, it would be nigh on impossible without stamps.
Oh gosh, yes, you definitely need stamps. And the nice thing about Helen Braille stamps is because they're so detailed and they're so delicate, if you use a mica powder or something on top of your clay, certainly if you use it with black and you put like a silver mica powder, it looks almost like pewter because it looks aged.
Wow.
It's so delicate. And, it's just stunning. Her designs are just stunning. They really are.
And to get 4 of them as well. So every single one of the stamps has actually got multiple prints on it too. So
that's her thing.
It looks like there's 4. There's actually more than 4, isn't there?
Absolutely.
So you've got sort of almost opposites with that sunburst I want to describe that is.
Yeah.
So you've got opposites of that. Then, there we go. So there's 2 separate designs. Then on this one, it's all about...
radiating from the centre.
It is.
Everything's sort of coming out from the centre.
Do you know what this reminds me of? The sun in... what's the bunny rabbit film? Watership Down, that's it.
Oh, right.
See that? The sun
yes, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous?
That's a lovely one, that one, actually. Really, really pretty.
Very psychedelic, aren't they?
The next one is a firm favourite with most polymer clay people because the designs are fab. They really are. They're quite animal print and quite jungly. looking. They're really nice.
Almost zebra and they're fabulous, aren't they? Let's bring that price in. So you are getting the 4, but in reality, there's more than 4 stamps on there. $29.95. So an amazing price point. And anybody that does polymer clay or silver clay or any of those type of mediums will suggest and I'm sure agree that that is a super price point for these.
It is. Absolutely.
That's what, £7, less than $7.50 per stamp.
Gosh, that is very good. That is really good. And they last a lifetime, as you say.
Yes. I mean, your stamps, Debbie, that you've got personally, have you only ever bought one?
Yes.
Never had to replace it?
No.
Because you roll onto them, don't you?
You do.
You put the clay on the top and you roll onto it and you've created that
fabulous
design. The only thing I would
say, if you do polymer clay and silver clay, I would buy 2.
Yes.
Don't cross them because they will contaminate, unless you really wash them properly, but... it's useful to get 2.
You wouldn't want to run the risk, really,
no,
would you, of
really.
cross-contamination? So, yeah, amazing. $29.95. Congratulations to every single one of you on those phone lines. Now, sorry, what was that? Last but by no means least, Debbie Bulford. These,
yes,
I haven't seen these.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, there.
Oh, gosh, do you know what?
What? Do you feel like going to the dentist?
It is like going to the dentist. But it excites me because I'm like, oh, my gosh, what could... They're tools. Do you know what I think?
What?
My other half would like this.
Oh, yeah.
Because they look like tools.
Yes, I know.
Tools that are...
Tools that are macho. But
manly tools.
Yes, there are 12, but that's cheating because actually there are 24.
Okay.
No, that doesn't come open.
Okay, oh no, that's where it clicks shut, sorry.
That's all right. Because they're double-ended. They are fab for doing like the Makumigani that I've just done because you can put lots of different shapes in. They are fab if you do ordinary wax carving or normal carving of normal clay, air dry clay. But if you like doing millefiori, they are perfect because you can get all those wonderful detail into carving into your clay for all the lovely stamens on the flowers and the leaf fronds, and it's just absolutely perfect if you want to do that. Or if you do things like dragons and you want to do the scales and the teddy bear fur.
You can't do it with like a fork or a knife.
You try and do it with something like a cocktail stick and it just doesn't work.
No.
But these are fab.
I could have done with these, not last night, the night before.
Really?
Because we had our pumpkin competition. We did some pumpkin carvings, myself and my other half, whose is the best. Mine clearly was. But just because his was a little bit quirky, he got the vote.
Not good.
Could have done with this, couldn't I?
You could.
Because I could have carved into it.
Yeah.
Ice. Could you use ice? Oh gosh,
I don't think so.
I'm completely out there
but
now,
you could get these for cake decorating as long as you keep them
yes.
separately, because you can do all the carving into. I think this will go over different mediums depending on what you want to use it for.
Icing and things.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a really good point. It says 12, but the reality is you've got 24, haven't you? Because
absolutely.
You've got various different shapes and curves. Let's bring that price tag in for you. It does come in beautifully packaged, so they are, again, if you don't lose any, they are made to last, and there is a weight behind them. They're not plastic. They're not sort of plastic tools, you know, that you could perhaps pick up. These are made to have the longevity of your medium, I suppose.
Absolutely.
And again, when were these launched? Because these are new to me, Debbie.
Quite a while ago, actually. But
last year.
Last year, yes. But they are very, very useful. But do be careful because the ones right on the end.
These ones.
Those ones are very sharp.
Right. Okay, so maybe not ideal for your real youngsters.
Keep away from children.
Guess what?
What?
Guess what?
What?
First time ever. Since the original launch, they're being price slashed.
Oh my goodness me.
They've never been price slashed before.
That is amazing price. Genuinely is an amazing price.
I don't know if you could buy just one of those.
You can't. Well, you can on a particular auction site, and they sell them separately.
Yeah, $7.95.
No, they're about £3 or £4 each.
Gosh, £3 or £4 each. And you have got real shapes here as well, haven't you? So I'm not going to pick them out just in case I do cut myself because I am that clumsy.
Wow.
Grab them whilst you can. grab them whilst you can. Hugely popular, and again, for making lots of detail in your pieces.
I think you'll be amazed how many times you'll be doing polymer clay and think, oh, I'll just use that tool. You won't realise how much you miss them until they're not there.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm nowhere near as fabulous, well, obviously, as Debbie Bulford, but the pieces I created, I did a Christmas tree. I could have done with these to do the little pine cones.
Sometimes you cut circles, and you cut circles in the middle. You think, how am I going to get that out without distorting it? It's nice to have something really sharp, like a...
To just lift.
Lift, yeah.
To just lift it
useful.
Up. Price slash for the first time ever. Well done to every single one of you. Now, we have got your presenters fit coming your way. I've got an amazing morganite, tanzanite, but one of your most popular launches that we are bringing you back by popular demand. It includes the wonderful gemstone. That is, you know what? Just tune in after this and I'll show you.
Amethyst is an incredibly popular gemstone. It's one of the rare gemstones that everybody can instantly recognise. This is owing to its beautiful purple hues, and it can be seen in light purple through to a really, really dark, rich purple too. Amethyst is called several things. You get lavender amethyst for your light purple, and rose de France for your more pinker tones. It is thought that the colouring element within amethyst itself is derived from titanium, but this is still not something that has been scientifically proven. Amethyst is perfect for the use in jewellery. Being 7 Mohs on the hardness scale, it means it's incredibly durable. Amethyst also shows tiger-like inclusions, like tiger stripes, and these are identifying inclusions within the gemstone itself.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and Freesat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Good morning, how are you? Now, I know I just teased you somewhat what was coming your way, and that's because this will absolutely, absolutely sell out. So, out of so many different gemstones and strands that we bring you, your 925 sterling silver chain with your beautifully faceted spinel rondelles included are factually one of your most popular. It's logical that it is cost effective, time effective. So for you to actually commission this yourself would take you hours upon hours upon hours, and also would it have that consistency? I know I'm not being derogatory to your amazing skill. I know that there are some designers out there, jewellery makers, who are just off the chart exceptional, myself not included, believe me, but having seen multiple designs, I know that this would be separate from the complete article, very costly for the sterling silver alone to be able to give you all of those rosary links. So one of your most popular. Just speaking personally, for us here as crew members, as you know, Kim is a jewellery maker. I'm also looking for opportunities to gift for Christmas as well. People kind of expect gemstones from me now, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind, because they know that I work for one of the best companies in the world when it comes to your genuine gemstones. So it's only right, really. But this is what I try and buy. Something like this, which I could very easily turn into a charm bracelet, very easily turn into a matching pendant. Now you are getting a metre in total. This is the more delicate link, so it's slightly smaller than the rosary link that you might have seen previously. I've got a substantial quantity, but they will sell out this morning. No if, buts or maybes. In fact, we've got confirmation straight away there. It is that very classic monochromatic combination. Look at the luster that's coming from your spinel. They're amazing, aren't they? They look like tiny, tiny, tiny black diamonds. Micro-faceted rondelles, which are 2 by 1 millimetre. Have you tried getting hold of these, Debbie? Because every time I try, they always sell out.
They've always gone.
Always gone.
Those in particular, because they are just classic colours, aren't they? They're absolutely classic, and they will just sell in seconds. I
was online shopping last night. Naughty, but I was treating myself. Because I'm going back to Wales on the weekend, and I was like, you know what, I'm going back to Wales, I haven't seen some of the girls in a few months, I'm going to treat myself. And I was looking at accessories, and I was looking at a body chain. Now, I had no intention of buying it, don't get me wrong, it was just one of those things that popped up on the side. Not genuine gemstones, was base metal, certainly not your sterling silver, £32. £32. Do you know what it actually did? It went round there. So you had a chain round there, one bit down there, and then another bit round there. £32.
There's a piece of jewellery outside Kim, I don't know if I can go and get it, that must have been on the Late Show last night, and it's got that in it, and it is absolutely stunning. Can I go and grab it?
Yeah, please do. How much do you think would have been in terms of length, that body chain? I wouldn't have said any more than 1.5 meters, surely. I wouldn't have said so. Look at that gorgeous luster. I would simply be making, oh my goodness, Debbie, that's off the chart. I've been looking at that every time I walk past it. I would be making simple bracelets, lobster claw, bolt, jump ring, and you're good to go. You've created a fabulous piece already. And believe me, I've been trying to get it myself. Multi-buyers instantaneously. I'm not surprised. How many bracelets could you make out of this? I mean, if you just wrapped it round, and I have got smaller wrists, admittedly, have got smaller wrists, so maybe subtract 1, but I'm sure you could make, what, 4, 5? Oh, my word. Who made this?
It's a gold version of it, but it shows you what you could do with it.
Who made this?
I don't know. It was outside when I arrived this morning.
Isn't it fabulous?
You can add it to a piece of jewellery. That's a gold version of it, isn't it? But I just thought it was nice to show what you could do.
And this is the flat wire, isn't it?
Isn't it fab?
That is gorgeous. Whoever made this, hats off to you. It's exquisite. All the way around as well. That's very decorative, isn't it?
It is.
You can imagine just wearing a simple black dress, and that would be the one that steals the show. Do you know what that reminds me of? Our Arthur Ivy collection over in Eagle Road.
Really?
Yeah. Arthur Ivy collection, which is our creme de la creme, the ones that I've got no intention, or my boss has got no intention of selling. Well, not currently anyway. Already loads of you are multi-buying, just exquisite. I'll tell you what I'm trying to do, is get this chain, because I know I've got sterling silver jump rings and lobster claws, and I'm just wrapping it around my wrist loosely, and I'm already, like, 4, 5, would you say 1, 2, at least 5 bracelets.
Gosh, that's amazing. Or if you had a spacer bar just as a clasp and you just put for all.
So beautiful and elegant, aren't they?
That looks stunning.
It's a simple stacker bracelet look, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that.
Or just, could you maybe, Debbie, put one bolt ring at the end and one jump ring, and then
just wrap it around.
Wrap it around, or use it as a necklace.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You could use it for anything then, couldn't you?
You could.
If you wanted to layer it up around the décolletage, maybe, because you would have enough length there, if I just put my hair out the way, to create a multi-strand. So elegant, aren't they? Okay, we had 200. All of that sterling silver, all of those individual links, all of those micro-faceted spinels, which are so sparkly. Now, Gemma Crow is saying it probably takes about 3 metres to make that body chain. Sorry, 3 what? 3 metres of sterling silver to make this chain. Ah, okay. I see what you mean. Gemma Crow thinks you need... Yeah, well, I suppose all the twists and all the wraps and loops, etc. You'll actually need about 3 metres of sterling silver wire to make this chain, and plus hours. You'll need hours of your precious, precious time. And then also the gemstones that are included. It's just one of the most logical purchases. That's why it's one of your also most popular. It's fabulous, just kept simple. Or you can make it into very elaborate designs like you've just seen. Look, there's rows and rows and rows of you on the web. Let's bring that price tag in. Telephone bidders, $12.95. Of all the jewellers that I have been into, a rosary link, which you don't see every single day because it is so incredibly intricate, can be very expensive though. When you do, very, very, very expensive. Martha in Michigan, hello to you, my darling. Black spinel in that size is my #1 absolute favourite gem over the Fab 5. I don't disagree with you there, Martha. I think black spinel, many people think black spinel is kind of in the shadows of black diamonds. Quite the opposite, because it brings you such an amazing flash of lustre. Sarah in Worcestershire, sterling silver for this price. Are you sure? Shall I ask the question, Sarah? Are you sure, Kim? She's sure. She is sure. Right, well, hang on a minute. I wrapped it around my wrist 5 times. Okay, you might need to include some of your jump rings and your sterling silver as well. So, how much is that working out a bracelet so far? I can't do that maths. 13 divided by 5. £2, of course, 59. $2.59 per bracelet, sterling silver. Microfaceted, sorry, I'm useless at maths, I am. No surprise whatsoever, many of you multi-buying. Carol, Dawn, Lynn, April, Sarah, Cumbria, Sally, Amanda, Barbara, June. I've got literally rows of you there. Congratulations. Stay on those phone lines. Maybe today will be the day that I manage to get hold of mine. Just those in the little pouch is what I'm thinking. Nice to gift, aren't they? Beautiful to gift. Box number... Oh, now, this is one of my favourite bundles of the day. Is this the one you called Tiger's Roar? I love it. I was looking at this in preparation to the show. This is insanely can't even speak. Start again, put my teeth back in. Insanely affordable for the amount of carats that you're getting here of a Phenomena gemstone. So you're going to get that wonderful, wonderful performance of chatoyancy. Debbie, look at all of these. But you've also got the various different colours as well. Double strands of tiger's eye. Is it any wonder that certain locations around the world find this some of the most valuable gemstones on the planet? 1, 2. Oh, I'm not done. Oh, no. I'm not done yet. 3.
Is that
4.
tiger's eye too? Oh, wow.
Cat's eye quartz. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got that chatoyancy across your cat's eye quartz, which literally, it's almost identical, isn't it, in terms of that movement of light, the tiny microscopic inclusions. I love that combination of greens and browns. Very autumnal, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double strands. First time I'm actually bringing you cat's eye quartz before on Jewellery Maker, and I love it. I've obviously seen it before on the web, but first time I'm actually experiencing it first off, and I love it. Totally natural gemstones, gorgeous optical effect, tiger's raw. I mean, this is unisex.
It's me to a T, Kim.
It is you to a T.
I just twist them all together. I think they're fab. Yeah, it is unisex. You're quite right. And ideal for the autumn colours because you can put russet sort of colours with their rusty sort of colours. You could put burgundies with it. You could put bright oranges with it. Look fab.
Yeah, that would look lovely.
So it actually will take quite a lot of colour.
Amazonite would look amazing with this.
Absolutely. Or you can just obviously use it just on its own. But it will be the backdrop, your Mother Nature's backdrop of the brown and green. It will take any colour possible. So that is a good stash.
Really
bundle.
is.
It
With
really
some
is.
of the most visual gemstones. I mean, you were saying just twist them together. I don't think you even need all of them, do you,
No.
to create one fabulous piece? If I just lay those 3 down there and maybe twisted these 3 together. See, I mean, look at how gem heavy this one piece is.
Oh, it's stunning. That looks lovely, actually.
And how easy would that be to create? Oh, you can really see the red mookaite running through. This would be fabulous as well.
Yes, it would actually.
So the mustardy tones out of your mookaite. I've never seen a bundle like it before. Double strands, 6 of in total. Let's bring that price tag in because already there's so many jewellery makers with us this Wednesday morning. Should be almost £20. Well, given the fact that you have got 6 strands, multiple strands of each, that seems affordable price tag. Actually, this morning though, it's coming in at a Kim deal. £9.95. Okay. £9.95, Debbie.
Wow. Wow.
Kim, where did you get this bundle from? Your secret cupboard? If you've never experienced Tiger's Eye previously before, great opportunity because, and you know what, Tiger's Eye doesn't have to be a cabochon or a plain round to show off the chatoyancy. You're still seeing, even on these shards, if you like, the elongated, the sort of obscure shapes that you get with the nuggets, because there is sort of angles, I suppose, crevices, indentations, you'll see that chatoyancy in that movement.
They would look fab with the hematite cabs that we had in the first
Oh,
one.
yes, the first
the
kit.
gold, that, oh, beautiful.
They would look, do you know what else they'd look amazing with, Debbie?
Oh, yes.
Your Mozambique garnet, which is coming up later on. That, oh look, that flash of red just injected within. That would look amazing. But fabulous with your pearls. That we've just brought. If you wanted to soften it somewhat and just lift that colour.
They'd be good for doing your tree of life, wouldn't they? That sort of thing.
Amazing for your tree of life.
And gemstone trees.
Fabulous. £10 only. Is there any surprise that many of you are choosing to multi-buy? I would be doing exactly the same. We have got Kathy, Viv, Valerie, hello to you, Pat, Janice, Yvonne, hello to you, Annie, Cassandra, Phil, buying 3 of these. Zoe, you're with me, Lisa. Hello to you, Eleanor. Hello to you, Fazilat. New buyers with me as well. I mean, have you seen that cat's eye quartz before?
No, never seen it before.
If I just take one of those strands, because I've not seen it previously, this is the first time up front that I'm actually seeing it. There's fabulous chatoyancy in here. You can understand why it's likened to sort of cat's eye. Tiny, tiny, tiny silks in the makeup of and composition of this gemstone are trapping and playing with the light. Look, where is it? That one? Oh no, that one there. Look at that one there. just because it's bigger, you can really see it, can't you? Moving and playing with the light. £9.95 only for all of those. Fantastic deal. Well done. Moving on though. Box number 6. Oh, I've not seen these. You know that bundle just? You'd need quite a lot to support a big, substantial carat weight, wouldn't you? I've never seen this size before. Not just here at Jewellery Maker, ever. Any piece of jewellery. I've never seen a lobster claw this size. They are super sized. You're getting how many? 5. Get my tweezers. No, that's how many you're getting, but it doesn't really put it into context just how sizable these are. If I put it next to my hand, they are jumbo, aren't they? This with that bundle just, or any of your chips and nuggets, or any of your big substantial gemstones where you need the support, you need the class to really have a weight behind it. They are huge, aren't they?
They are. They're rather special though, aren't they?
They're gorgeous. Silver plated brass. Great for anybody with dexterity issues as well. I'm sure my mum won't mind me saying, and bless her, I always use her as an example, but I'm as bad. I really struggle with lobster claw class sometimes to put them on myself. I always end up sort of, Tom, will you put my necklace on for me? But my mum, because she's got arthritis in the one hand, finds it really difficult to put on necklaces like this, so that will alleviate that problem. Same, not just with necklaces, also with bracelets. We've all done the bracelet dance, haven't we, when we try and put on our bracelets? You know how it goes. Or you're doing this. We've all done it, haven't we? You wouldn't have to worry with these because they're so substantial. What kind of jump ring, what size jump ring would you use alongside these?
Probably a 7 or an 8 mil, 7, 8, 9 mil. That sort of.
7, 8, 9, or even the other half of your toggle clasps.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, they'd be perfect for things like bag charms.
Bag charms.
They'd be good for UGG boot charms. You know, you can get chains that go around your UGG boots.
Yes.
They'd be perfect. That sort of, even to put a key ring on it.
Yeah.
You know, and then clip it to the inside of your bag.
Your polymer clay faces.
Yeah, perfect, perfect.
Maybe you can make personalised polymer clay faces.
Yeah. Or we have sold the very big link chain.
Yes.
They'd be good almost to secure it like on a belt or something.
Yeah, just
you know,
literally attach it. You wouldn't need a jump ring, would you then, with these? They are substantial, aren't they? I've never seen such a sized lobster claw.
We used to have them on here, but they were like a dark grey, like a
gunmetal.
Yeah,
kind of colour.
gunmetal sort of colour. But I've never seen them in silver.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, they are beautiful.
Really,
actually.
you can see that they're, whilst being substantial and sizable, you're not losing the elegance.
No, I mean you could just put a birthstone on there, a big chunky, you know, rose quartz or something, and give it to somebody as a
nice
charm,
idea.
you know, to put onto whatever their own key ring. Or
That's
something,
a really nice
you know?
idea, and again, minimal effort,
Yeah.
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's bring that price tag in. Loving these. We should be apparently $7.95. Wow, that's very reasonable for 5 big jumbo lobster claws. I was expecting this to be a double figure price tag, but there we go. Should be $7.95. We've got a substantial quantity for you. Bring you a reduction when it's okay. It's in the run up to Christmas, isn't it? We're all watching the purse strings. We're all thinking, oh, you know, I've got food to buy, I've got beverages to buy, I've got presents to buy, treating yourself hopefully as well. So you know, on that basis, let's give you as affordable as we feasibly can. 5 of them. So it's not just the one. You're getting all 5. I mean, I can't give you any comparisons. I have to be very careful about doing that anyway, but I can't think of a single other jeweller / retailer / wholesaler that even stocks these.
No, I haven't seen them for a long, long time, for at least 12 months.
Yeah.
If not more.
They're amazing, aren't
lovely.
they?
Yeah.
And perfect for your chips and nuggets and things like that, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which, by the way, just to give you a heads up, an amazing Amazonite bundle coming up later on. Make sure you do stay tuned. Beautiful, really beautiful, and you'll need those for it. Okay, moving on to... Wow. What? Wait. This is a metre, pretty much, in total. You might be saying, Elle, that's not... That's 6 centimetres short. This is a 48 centimetre... Is that right? 47 centimetre strand of labradorite. They are the smooth rondelles. But you're not just getting one, you're getting 2. So, just shy of a metre of labradorite. Look. Those gorgeous flashes. Look at the golds and the blues and the yellows and it's all there. You've got turquoise hues coming through. When you've got labradorite of this quality, I almost think it's a shame to actually facet into it. Because it doesn't need those facets. The facets would actually bring luster, a surface luster, but it doesn't need those, does it? Allow that light to move around, almost like a liquid-like formation internally. And it's all personal preference. I think when you've got top-quality labradorite like this, it needs no help in terms of displaying that unique qualities. Keep that surface all wonderfully smooth. Almost a metre, though, of labradorite of this amazing quality. They're fabulous, aren't they? This with your sterling silver chain and spinel that we brought earlier on. Wouldn't that be a wonderful combination?
Lisa, I think that looks stunning. It lifts the labradorite. I also think the garnet would look...
Oh, Debbie, see, now that is why you are a national treasure. That is why.
Thank you very much. Because in the shops you'll see those colours come the winter, the smoky greys and the burgundy. And doesn't that look amazing?
It really does. It really does.
Just beautiful.
That to me is romance right there. That's a bit of passion. That's a passionate piece of jewellery. And then if you wanted maybe to add a bit more delicacy, then how about the tanzanite? Bring out those blues. Oh, look how it does lift the blues.
It pulls them out, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does, yeah, it's magical.
This tanzanite is coming up within the hour as well. You're right, it's kind of like absorbing, it's sucking the blues out of the labradorite, isn't it?
It is.
Beautifully visual, this. And of course, one of the most affordable ways of buying your tanzanite is in bundles. I never imagined that I'd be able to bring you almost a metre of it this morning. Hello to you, Rupwanti, Kay and Glamorgan, Susan, Sheila, Cassandra. Hello to you, Belinda, Martha. Hello to you, Barbara. We should be bringing this to you at £29.90. Amazing price point for a natural, phenomenal gemstone. All of those tiny, tiny, tiny microscopic inclusions playing with the light, which brings you that fabulous optical effect. It is one of your #1 favourites. No, sorry, not one of. It is your #1 favourite here at Jewellery Maker. So we'll bring it to you at the most affordable price that we possibly can. That's a substantial saving, isn't it? That's less than £10 per strand. But this is not a strand of 18 centimetres, which would still be incredible. This is 47 centimetres individually. I mean, look how sizable. If I just bring this up, there's an ever so slight graduation. Ever so slight graduation. Look how sizable those rondelles are. You know this one here, I'm thinking I just take that one. Okay, maybe 3. Doesn't need to, though. 1 on a sterling silver chain. Leave it as it is. As a solitaire, labradorite solitaire. So that's working out at, what, 94 centimetres in total. 94. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Stay where you are on those phone lines. You've done it less than £10 per strand. Box number, if you love your labradorite, oh, Debbie was just loitering. With intent, weren't you? You were loitering with intent, Debbie. And I understand. Because have you ever seen such a substantial amount of labradorite? All different sizes, all different dimensions. Again, that flash of blue, gold, green. Now this, just twisted together with some silver wire, you've created an exquisite piece of jewellery, one that will be remembered and one that I'm sure will command comments. It is your Moon River. 5 strands of, look how significant and sizable these are. Look at that flash of gold right there. And that's just one individual gemstone. Never be afraid of using your chips and nuggets. They are incredibly forgiving, I suppose, would be the right expression. Forgiving because they love to just be quite organic and quite, well, I suppose, relaxed in the jewellery design. You can use it with anything, really. Restrand them, loop them together with a bit of ribbon. You've got an amazing piece of jewellery. I love this combination. Look at the flashes of blues coming through. Whenever I look at labradorite of this quality, and I say this quality because not every labradorite gemstone will display those wonderful colours, that spectrum of colours. And the more colour that you see in the gemstone, the more valuable it is. Whenever I see top quality labradorite like this, it always reminds me of sort of aquatic. It's quite an oceanic gemstone. It's you can imagine almost mermaids. It's quite an enchanted, sleepy gemstone. What would you do with these, Debbie?
I think I would probably put them with the last bundle because I think all the nuggets go well together, the browns and the what have you.
Oh, with the tiger's eye.
They look stunning. But those I would definitely put some rose gold with, actually. I've seen 1 or 2 designs with rose gold and it really warms up the labradorite. I would probably go around to Linda's house and ask her to show me how to do crocheting, and then I'd probably crochet a bangle. I've never done crocheting, and I keep saying to Linda, you have to show me, because those crocheted onto fine wire for a big cuff would look fabulous. That
would look lovely. Memory wire bracelets, I mean, very easy to create.
Absolutely.
And it'd be very visual because of the shape of the gemstones, not just you know, your actual work and dedication that's gone into it. Labradorite, because it has got such a variation of colours, again, it matches so many, doesn't it?
It does, and it will be a backdrop to so many as well. Although it stands on its own, I think, labradorite, but it can complement so many other things, even delicate pearls. You can put pale pinks, you can put fuchsia pinks, you can put all sorts of things with it, purples, anything.
Well, I'm going to mention about mainstream gemstones in a moment, but before we do, let's make it fair across the board for telephone bidders and our web bidders, because you will be amazed at how affordable this is going to be. Absolutely astounded. Wow. Single figure price tag, £7.95 for 5 double strands. So some people would say that this is a 10-strand bundle. Some would say, no, it is 5, but you're getting 360 degrees of it. That's working out at £1.60 per strand. £1.60 for genuine gemstones.
That's about half the price of acrylic beads. A strand of acrylic beads.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Not fake, you know, synthetic, man-made, genuine gemstones. Genuine gemstones. Now, I was just about to talk about sort of your mainstream gems. Well, there are gemstones that you do see quite frequently on them in jewellers and establishments around the world. Labradorite isn't one of those. It's not frequently seen in jewellers. Now, please do not think that that means it's less desired, it's less valuable, it's less rare. Quite the contrary, actually, because mainstream gemstones are marketed that way because they tend to be more abundant. So this always makes me ask myself the question, why is labradorite not in sort of the jewellers that I see in my local shopping centre? Why is labradorite not in the local jewellers that I see in my high street? I'm not saying none of them have them, because I'm sure they actually do, but it is less frequently seen than certain gemstones out there. Because, and again, if you were a few years back, I think it might have been 1 or 2 years ago, Sarah Bennett, Steve Bennett's wife, one of the directors here, also head of our design team on our sister channel, she was actually asked on a Facebook Q&A session, what gemstones should we buy customer, what gemstone should I be looking at getting next? Labradorite was her answer, because she said to get quality like this is exceptionally difficult, especially in a substantial carat weight. So loads of you there, $7.95. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's add it to your order. Why wouldn't you? If you haven't already, open your order. We've got only 32, 31, and it is going to be a sellout because lots of you have got it in your basket. So good luck, I should say, to Karina, Tanya and Brian, Buckinghamshire, Debbie, Worcestershire, Fazalat, Glamorgan, Merseyside, Alison Lynn, plus many more. If you don't check out, then you may well be told you've missed out, and I'll keep everything crossed for you. Fabulous, well done. Now, box number, oh, this is... This is a little bit of Al. Have you ever longed to own a Paraiba tourmaline, or do you think that gemstone is one of the most visually beautiful on the planet? You're not alone, firstly. Well, here's an opportunity for you to get that wonderful swimming pool blue at a fraction of the price. I only say that because I know what this strand is going to. Micro-faceted apatite. Totally and utterly natural. This gemstone literally radiates with light. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean, for want of a better description. It glows. And that's because apatite is very rich with phosphorus. I always struggle to say that word, sorry, phosphorus. Similar to you and I, phosphorus is needed in our makeup, it's needed in photosynthesis. And in the Greek, translating into the Greek language, phosphorus means bringer of light. This gemstone glows. You've got exceptional clarity in this strand, and we're under magnification, so much so you can really see even the little hairs on the back of my hand. That's how up close and personal we are with the strand, so you can scrutinize the quality, and we want you to, because it is off the chart. Often apatite is actually heat treated to assist the clarity or help stabilize the gemstone, or various different reasons that heat treatment will be brought in to intensify the color. This needed none of that. It is all supreme quality in its own right. Wow, loving this shot, aren't you? Apatite is a gemstone that we don't see nearly enough, don't you agree? This with that labradorite bundle to really bring out those wonderful blues. This with the morganite that I've got coming up a little bit later on. Oh, Debbie, look.
Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, that's really pretty. That's lovely.
That's a combination.
Oh, it is.
If ever there was one. If ever there was one, that combination right there. Or if you want to completely contrast with the Mozambique garnet that's coming up later on. You've got that rondelle faceting. Again, look at that. So beautiful. The quality of our gemstones here at Jewellery Maker are astonishing, and as you know, we do go to great lengths to make sure that ours are always of the best possible grade. Again, apatite, sticking with the blues. Look at how it matches beautifully with your tanzanite. I can't decide which one I like best. I love them all. I love them all, but the reality is you wouldn't have to decide. You could use them with all of those, because it is a long strand. You can see 29 centimetres, all 2 by 1 millimetre. The amount of work that goes into faceting just one of those rondelles with all of that beautiful natural colour, exceptional eye clean clarity, and of course a wonderful lustre across the surface of the gemstone. Now we should be, really, $14.95. This was launched on our late show, hugely popular. We're going to honour that price point for you. Grab it whilst you can. That Summer's Day Azure Blue, $9.95. Wow, wow. Do you know the average carat weight of apatite? 0.15. That's the average carat weight of this gemstone. You're getting 17 carats in this strand. That's way over average, isn't it? Way over average. Debbie, would you be keeping it quite small and dainty with this strand?
Yes, but I like those little beads to actually complement the earrings, rather than just have the bare wire showing. Have a really fine wire and actually just do a lovely pearl at the bottom, and then just cover the head
that would
pin
be nice.
into the ear, and then the same at the front. Just do lots of strips. Just
That would be
little fine
lovely.
head pins with a pearl at the bottom. Really pretty.
These look amazing with pearls, actually. Why did I not bring that in? The pearl strand that we launched earlier on today. Yeah, I mean,
If
it
you
goes
just
with
put
everything.
a pearl and then a tiny one in between, how beautiful! Oh, look at that.
That's it. That's mine. That's my... Personally, that's what I would be using. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Well done. Stay on those phone lines. Do check out as soon as you possibly can. It's a rare treat for us to bring you Apatite as a gemstone. That's not just here, across all the channels, in actual fact. It's very, very, very sought after, and always one of our most popular gemstones, because there is that distinct similarity with your Preba tourmaline. Now, speaking out about beautiful pieces, it is time for us to bring you the Wall of Fame. Stay on those phone lines. Do check out. And already, Debbie has had a head in your pieces already. She's been looking at them for the past... sounds completely wrong, but you know what I mean. She's been admiring all of your pieces over the past few minutes. It's the Wall of Fame. I'm going to stop talking now. Sorry, Debbie.
That's fine. That's fine. You just carry on.
You know when you're trying to say something and it comes out all
and
wrong?
The more you try to get out of it, it's worse. You dig a hole. Yeah.
The other day, funny enough, I said something with Mark Smith and it wasn't unnoticed. It wasn't unnoticed. He didn't notice, but obviously we're like-minded.
Yeah. They're mine.
I won't go there. I won't go there.
No.
I've got number 171. Oh, look at this.
Yes, those are the rubber jump rings, the O-rings. They are so good for unisex jewellery. I mean, I would wear that because it makes an elasticated bracelet.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
My other half would wear this too.
Yeah.
I know
Absolutely.
he would. It comes from Barbara Duffin in Bournemouth. Beautiful Bournemouth. Hello to you. Good morning to all my TV friends at JM. I've been chain mailing this week a bangle made with black and red rubber jump rings. Chunky but light to wear. Good luck to all in the draw, and that's from Barbara Duffin. Good luck to you as well, my Dan. I love black and red, that combination.
Classic, isn't it?
It really is. You're number 171 by Dan, and keep chain mailing because I love that.
This is number 172. It says, this is from Kathy in Leeds. Good morning, JM. Here's my Wall of Fame entry for this week. Some cufflinks I was commissioned to make for someone in the USA. Would love to know what you think. Good luck to everyone. Still your friendly JM junkie, Kathy in Leeds. Now, have you made that out of silver clay, or were they cufflinks that you've hammered? Either way, they are fab.
They are, aren't they? They're timeless.
They are.
Timeless.
They're beautiful.
Really,
done, you.
masculine as well. Beautiful. Good luck.
They're lovely.
Now this is wonderful. Wire working, and look at that colour of wire.
That's really unusual, isn't it?
Really unusual. I've got 173, which comes from Julie Dudley on the Isle of Wight. And she says, hello everyone, my entry to this week's Wall of Fame is a wire-wrapped flower pendant using rose quartz rounds and what I assume are blue agate faceted rounds, which came in my 10-strand mystery bundle at Christmas. I wish everyone the best of luck in the draw, and also want to send my best wishes to Lucy during her maternity leave. Oh, that's nice. She'll be greatly missed over the coming months, as she always provides lots of laughs. Best wishes to everyone in the JM family, and that's Julie Dudley. Julie, I'm loving that, and I'm trying to work out is that chartreuse wire, maybe
it
with
might be.
Oxidising?
I don't know. It's a beautiful colour, whatever it is.
It's got sort of two tones. You're number 173. Good luck to you, lovely.
I think it's chartreuse then with antique bronze on top, and it sort of takes the colour. This is number 174 from Anne in Staffordshire. It says, hi all at JM, here's my entry for this week. Freshwater culture pearl, an Ethiopian Ethiopian opal, I think it is, chip necklace with 925 clasp and 925 earrings. Pearls and opals, yes, they are pearls and opals. I had 3 pearls left, so I made a simple 925 bracelet with 3 pearls. This is for my niece who's celebrating her 40th on Halloween. And good luck to all, but I would love a win to help replenish my stash. That's gorgeous, opal and pearls.
Love it. Love that combination. I love the bracelet as well. And happy birthday to your niece as well. Last but by no means least, I've got number 175.
Oh, wow. Love that.
Yeah, asymmetric design.
Love it.
The detailing on the back. And this comes from Nesta in Swansea. Hello to you. Good morning, everyone. I have finally got around to trying out my cords from JM. For ages, I had no ideas, but fortunately the creative juices have returned. Hope you like the result. These cords are gorgeous. My big weakness is adding clasps to cords, hence all the fancy needlework at the back. I wouldn't say that there's any weaknesses there at all, Nesta. Looking forward to trying out a few more designs. We'll keep up that amazing work. Loving the fact that you've got that asymmetric design. And again, I love that Zari thread.
Oh, I do.
It looks
really
like Viking knit, doesn't it?
It does, actually, yes. It's lovely.
Amazing. Good luck to every single one of you, your Wall of Fame, and keep them coming in as well. It's very easy to enter, as you can see. Send your entries to studio@jewellerymaker.com, pictures of, and send us a little message as well that we can share. Now, we have got so much more coming up, including Debbie's second kit, which I know you're going to love. Black and gold. Yeah. Beautiful. We've got more incredible bundles and your showstopper, which is coming up next. For some reason I thought we had a bit longer there. I was the other side of the studio, so just had to peg it across. Now, this will sell out. I hope I've got a big enough quantity, but to be honest, I know I haven't. I've been showing you as little previews, I suppose, throughout the course of the morning, and we've been inundated here in the studio with messages about when's it coming. Well, you need not wait any longer. I briefly mentioned the fact that a customer who frequently shops with not just ourselves here at Jewellery Maker, who shall remain nameless, she did say don't mention my name, so I won't, here at Jewellery Maker, but also on our sister channels, had a discussion with a gentleman that worked in a retailer who shall remain nameless, but for about half an hour was trying to suggest to her that the rarest and the most desirable tanzanite is that pale colour, what I call tanza white. Now, he's not too far from the truth, but he is in other aspects. The most valuable tanzanite is the richer colour. That's the rarest, that's the most valuable. It's all personal, well, your personal choice really, which you prefer, because tanzanite as a gemstone streaks white. Now bear with me, what does that mean? Do you remember where we had tanzanite, which was, oh, I forget what we called it, Debbie, that there was the tiny, tiny granules? Gem art. Yes. We had little gem art pots. Do you remember those? Did you also notice that our tanzanite, we didn't really do it in tanzanite? The reason for that is because this gemstone, if it is ground down, the smaller sizes like this, so the smaller individual nuggets that you're seeing here, the tendency is, once they're at the smallest size, streaking white means that they will be paler. They will be paler, they will lack colour. So in reality, I had a face-to-face conversation with our managers and gemologists who were saying the rarest of your tanzanite is the small sizes like this in the deep colours. So actually, this is astounding. Try and get your head around this. This strand is rarer than a AAA or a Quad A tanzanite. Because this gemstone streaks white. The smaller it is, the paler the colour it tends to be. Is this pale in colour? No, it's not. So this whole strand could be way rarer than a AAA or a AA tanzanite. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is the most expensive. We all know the Quad A is regarded as the best of the best, but you're not lacking in that vanadium content. You've got that distinctive violet hue that the world absolutely loves about this Big 5 gemstone, especially in the small, intricate forms. I mean, the addition of being able to put just a couple of those tanzanite nuggets into your pieces, don't you think as a retailer, if you do sell your jewellery, if you commission pieces, or if you're gifting jewellery, anybody that knows gemstones, anybody that understands the Big 5, if you hear tanzanite, that word being uttered, straight away our ears seem to stand on stalks, don't they? Our eyes, I said that the wrong way round, our eyes stand on stalks and our ears prick up. You know what I'm talking about. It's just desired the world over. Beautiful, rich content. Every single one of them. And I'm just going to separate. Here you go. Let me just I've randomly just grabbed one area of this strand, and I'm going to separate them ever so slightly with my fingernails. And the reason why I'm doing that is because you might be thinking, well, it's probably getting all of the colour, the fact that you've got so much of the gemstones, probably hundreds of individual gemstones on here. Well, let me see. If I just separate a few, are they lacking colour? No, definitely not. Wow, look at that one in the centre. Let's bring you the lighter ones either side. Are they lacking colour? Definitely not, and I could do that progressively throughout the entirety of the strand. This is so beautiful. Rare to see tanzanite now here at Jewellery Maker. We had it at one stage, and then it's almost gone. We asked Martha, didn't we, who I've just seen looking fabulous this morning. We were asking for tanzanite only the other day. Euphoric, I suppose, but here's an opportunity. It is your presenter's pick. I hope I've got enough, because this is £9.95. Kim, how many do we have of these available? I had 102. I'll be very specific on the quantity, because those of you that shop with us regularly here at Jewellery Maker will recognise that's not nearly enough, not when we're talking about tanzanite. Yeah, certain establishments, and I'm not making comparisons on prices here, because very few retailers will be able to come even remotely close to us here. £10 for tanzanite. It deserves your precious metals, doesn't it? It deserves to be one of those pieces that you maybe hold on to and really think about the design. I myself am buying tanzanite with the future in mind. I can't say that I would, but I'm talking about for children that I've not even had yet. This is a handful of Jewellery Maker collectors on the phone lines. So even if you're not fully established, I suppose, or maybe you don't know what you would do with chips and nuggets, there's DVDs that are available on the Jewellery Maker website that will give you loads and loads of inspiration. Mark Smith is with me tomorrow, so tune in then and he'll tell you how to work with this. Fabulously pleochroic, flashes of pinks coming through, and at just £10 only. Do stay on those phone lines. Well done to you. This with your pearls, this with the Mozambique garnet, this with the morganite that's coming up later on. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So, the heart charm. Can I show you both at the same time? We've got a brand new launch. I'm going to show you that one next to this other charm. They are separate, but oh, this is beautiful. I've been buying these charms, attaching them to my own charm bracelet. So there is the launch, that little flower. If I just move. Oops. Let me move that one out of the way for a second. So there's your little flower charm. Oh, he doesn't want it. There we go. That is coming your way in one auction's time. All beautifully faceted gemstones there, giving you that diamond-like sparkle. Exquisite. But first, let's bring you that big, beautiful, sizable pave set heart charm. Now, this is big enough to be worn as a pendant. This is big enough to be worn as a pair of earrings. All the detailing that goes into this heart charm, that's so romantic. Now, we've looked on a specific website, as in charm website, Not the obvious one, because you know what, we're always making comparisons with them. You know, the one that you find in most high streets. We've actually gone on to a more luxurious brand. Given the fact that this has got your brilliant cut white topaz in, we're looking at luxury here. So, had a little look on a specific website. I can't say the name. It could have been Links of London. It could have been Thomas Sabo. It could have been, name another one, Tiffany's. High-end establishments. And how much was it there, Kim? £60. Really? And that's cubic zirconia. Really? So man-made gemstones, cubic zirconia. This is a natural, genuine gemstone which has been faceted. You've got multiples of. They're all round brilliant cut, and there is a reason why we bring you round brilliant cut topaz rather than diamonds on this occasion, because actually topaz we can facet more times than we would have diamonds if they were this size. Diamonds would be single cut. These are round brilliant cuts, so you'll see more sparkle. Look at how they are set within that beautiful design. It's so it's very designer, isn't it? How would you wear this, Debbie?
You know, I'd do that. I would probably put a little gemstone on the top and then put one of those huge clasps on that we had earlier. And that would be a fantastic gift when it's a keyring or a bag charm or something for Christmas. Really
lovely. And how easy would that be? Just a jump ring in between, simple. Isn't it? That's all you need.
Just put somebody's birthstone on there and a clasp, and you've got a gift, haven't you?
Yeah. In fact, would you even need it? Because this has got a bolt ring there. So you could maybe use the bolt ring, or certainly keep hold of the bolt ring.
Oh, is it a clasp? I beg your pardon. I didn't realise it's like a ring. I do apologise. Oh, well. I'd probably just do a little tassel over the top then of a gemstone.
And there you go. We'll just show you around the back as well.
Oh, I see.
Attention to detail. Look at that for a finish. Quality finish. Allowing the light as well. Given the fact you'll have that movement, light is penetrating the underside of the gemstone, the pavilion of the gemstone. So you'll see that beautiful amount of brilliance. Straight, lots of you there. 17 by 13 millimeters. This is one of the biggest charms that we have available here at Jewellery Maker. Always hugely popular. I'm buying charms. I have been, because I just think they're a really nice gift. Especially at prices that we bring it to you. Yeah, it could have been £60 on one of those websites. We should be at £24.95. Wow.
Gosh.
That's almost a third of the price.
Do you know, I'd probably take that clasp off actually and buy a really nice silver chain and put the clasp on and just use that as a pendant.
Just leave it as a pendant?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
£10 reduction. £14.95. You couldn't get a white topaz pendant for £15.
No.
I mean, it's not small, is it? If I hold that up to the décolletage, you'll see how substantial it is and how obvious it is. Look. Just move my shirt out the way so you can see it. There's 112 topaz set within this piece. 112. This is going. I'm adding this. I'm getting this one. I'm getting this one, and I'm going to get it for myself. You know what? I am. I'm going to get it for myself and add it to my charm bracelet. Because it's really easy to do that. And it's versatile, given the fact that it has got that jump ring. Jewellery makers, you might be thinking, yeah, you know what? I do what Debbie has done. Take the sterling silver bolt ring off and use that elsewhere, and maybe use the actual heart detailing as something else. Lots of you there, West Midlands, Bedfordshire. Hello to you, Patricia, Leslie, Bristol. You're there as well, new buyers. Lots of you on the phone lines. I mean, our own sister channel, we can do direct comparisons with them. It's our own brand, effectively. Karma charms we bring you at super affordable prices, and our Milano charm collection. Do you know that process of charms that we sell on our sister channels, it would have gone through a 200-step process from start to finish.
Gosh.
Amazing, isn't it? Stay where you are on those phone lines. They're fabulous. Now, it is the launch of this flower. So beautiful. We were talking about, during Debbie's demonstration, just the curvature, how you can create dimension to your pieces of jewellery. The silversmith who's actually made this has done exactly that, curved it ever so slightly. So all of those gemstones really do capture and play with the light. Now this is going to be an absolutely amazing launch. We have 200 of them available. Again, you've got your white topaz pave set within the detail. Very, very, very similar on, it could be Tiffany's, it could be Lynx, it could be Thomas Sabo. For how much, sorry? £45. Very similar. Very, very similar. They are 1mm individual gemstones. Flying in on the web, I'm not surprised. Why is that? Why do you think that is? When I say the web is hugely busy, it's because they know what the price tag is. Let's make it fair across the board so all of our telephone bidders can enjoy this too. I'm with you. Stock permitting, I'm getting this too. Why wouldn't you at £7.95? You can't buy a box of chocolates or a decent box of chocolates for that. Well, actually, you can, because I'm a Dairy Milk girl. I like, you know, your bog standards, but £7.95.
You can pay that for some box Christmas cards now.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous the amount of money you throw those away.
Yeah.
But that would be really pretty actually to get a couple. Well, I'd probably buy 3 of them and take the clasps off, and you have them as earrings and
lovely as earrings. In fact,
necklace.
we hold one of those up to the ear line, if I can. Let me just move my hair out the way. Hold one of these up to the ear line for you, so you can actually see. Oh, have I got that there? Up a bit more, up a bit more, up a bit more.
Isn't
there.
that pretty?
Isn't it?
If you've got a winter wedding for bridesmaids or something, that'd be really pretty and very affordable.
It really fits, doesn't it, to the ear? And that matching pendant. £7.95. Lots of you choosing to buy 2s and 3s, obviously standing by what Debbie has just said there. We'll recap this a little bit later on, stock permitting, and come the end of the show I'll be getting one as well, because I've been buying multiple charms. I just think they're a lovely gift, just because, if sometimes you go around someone's house and you might take a bottle of wine or a bunch of flowers. Take some beautiful jewellery for £7.95, something that's going to last them forever, and they're going to think of you every time they wear it. Now I've got so much to bring you, including your Mozambique garnet. We've got wonderful morganite and more incredible bundles. The garnet is coming up straight after the break, so do not go anywhere.
Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
So you have a modern drill now, but we were talking earlier on that cavemen or 6,000 years ago they were making jewellery, and you were telling me how difficult they must have found it to drill the amber.
Yeah, the amber is really very soft to drill, but drilling it from one side to the other, you get you chip the stone on the other side. So optimally, how do you call it?
Optically,
you have to drill it from the both sides to meet the drills in the middle of the stone, and that was difficult in our days.
Yeah.
So a lot of stones got broken, and one's drilling from the one side.
Yeah.
And we found the remaining from old shops. Old workshops doing amber in the ground from 7,000 years ago.
Wow.
It was that long ago.
And that was in this area of Poland?
In this area, in the Gdańsk area, the oldest ever found was about 7,000 years old.
So sort of 5,000 BC. It's a long, long time to...
Yeah.
Make sure you grab yourself a copy of the newly released Beading with Paracord DVD. Featuring guest designer Mark Smith, you'll be shown an array of different techniques and designs, including the square knot bracelet, the vertical lark's head bracelet, and channel wraparound bracelet. Contact our call centre today and get creative. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Welcome back, everyone. A very good morning to you. I hope you've had a lovely week so far. I most certainly have. I'm joined by the lovely Debbie Bolford. Hello. She's just are you munching on a biscuit?
Sorry.
Don't apologise. I'm ever so glad that you brought one in. Because my tummy has been growling this morning, so if it wasn't for Debbie Bolford's biscuits, you might have been hearing it. Now, in all seriousness, presenter's pick. Out of everything that we had available, brand new opportunities, I went straight to this strand for you this morning. Not just because it is one of the most visual gemstones, and it is certainly favoured by the big designers like your Tiffany's, your Van Cleef, your Bulgari, your Versace, all of those big designers basically, because there is nothing in terms of comparisons of its characteristics and its beauty. The reason why I chose this strand is specifically because of the location. Now, do bear with me. A country of origin does not decipher the value of the gemstone. However, Mozambique is a location that we travel to on a regular basis to source our gemstones, because those soils are very rich and abundant, similar to sort of your Sri Lanka, and of course tectonic plates, etc. Once upon a time they were actually, they bordered one another, they were one mass, one land mass. Without getting too scientific or geological, that separation occurred. So it's no surprise whatsoever that the gemstones which come from Mozambique are regarded and respected gemologically. Mozambique produces not just amazing garnet, it produces astounding morganite, exceptional beryls, beautiful sapphires. Various different gemstones are available from that location. But this presenter's pick that you're about to see, and I made this decision on the basis of, I was kind of okay, I'm going to lean on my own knowledge here to a certain degree. I hadn't seen the strand physically, and I said I'm going to go with the Mozambique garnet. When it came over, though, if I hadn't have agreed, I'd have changed this presenter's pick. But my goodness, it is off the chart. You've got some of the biggest faceted garnets. They're all totally and utterly natural, and this is what we aspire to. Now, back in 2006. Garnet in this location. Can I just show you first? I'll go back to what I was saying, but let's just show you everything that you're getting, and I don't know where to start in terms of holding it because there's so much here. This is supreme quality. Look at that sparkle, that richness of colour. Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. So back in 2006, the garnet production almost doubled in Mozambique. That's because of upgrades in the Kumba mine. That said, 2006 and where we are today is a long time ago, and since those years, the actual quantity of garnet which is available to us as your trader, as your gemstone buyer, from our point of view, we are seeing less and less and less quality, specifically of this high-end, this very, very high grade. It's decreasing on a daily basis. So it didn't surprise myself or any of my hosts when we heard the announcement that this gemstone on our sister channels was not going to be commissioned into sterling silver anytime soon. Never say never, of course, things do change on a daily basis. However, currently we're finding it exceptionally difficult to get hold of Mozambique garnet, which displays this amount of quality. Lots of you there on the web already making those confirmations. It's a lengthy strand, and if I hold it out like so, you can see the beauty, 40 centimetres of faceted rondelles. I mean, do you agree, Debbie, that this is one of the finest garnet strands that we've brought to air?
Oh my goodness, yes, the sparkle from over here is just amazing.
It
And
really
the depth
is.
of colour, I mean, they're perfect little cranberries. They're just beautiful, aren't
Little
they?
cranberries, I love that. They are.
They are.
That sparkle that Debbie's referring to, and this is amazing quality, because garnet, the reason why Tiffany's, Chanel, Bulgari, all of the big high-end jewellers look at garnet, and quite possibly from this location specifically, is because it is highly refractive, so it'll bend and play with the light. Under this magnification here, look how eye clean they are. This is a totally natural gemstone. There is no known treatment of garnet, so there's no way of actually making maybe a lesser grade gemstone a high grade gemstone. What's unearthed and faceted is basically what you get. Amazing depth of colour. And you can understand why Mozambique garnet is respected globally in the jewellery industry. I need to bring that price tag in. 40 centimetres of your beautiful quality natural gemstones. This with pearls, this with a black spinel, this with your tanzanite, this on its own. Coming your way at a... Restrand it, have it valued. Or if you don't want to actually invest in the valuation, then just do your research on high quality garnet. It's the same as any of your coloured gemstones. The more colour, the more valuable. The more eye clean, the more valuable. The quality of the carat, the cutting, and of course the carat weight. It's those 4 C's that determine the price tag. And you've got all of the above. Tick, 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 and tick once again. Congratulations to you, Yorkshire, Barbara, Leicestershire. Hello to you, Kay, Linda, Joanne, Rutwanti. Hello to you, Anne in Carmarthenshire, Surrey, Wendy, Jane, Denise. Hello to you, Bedfordshire, Yorkshire, Marjorie. You're with me as well. I've got collectors multi-buying. We've got Zoe and Jean in Lancashire. We've got West Middlesex there. A lot of you on the phone lines, do stay where you are. This, why is it? And it's quite a logical question. Why do you think we don't get to bring you garnet every single day? Why do you think strands like this are very seldom seen? Why do you think jewellery makers always lap them up when they appear on your screens? Because they recognise, and I'm saying they as in collectively, not to be rude, you recognise the quality, you understand, maybe you've been lucky enough to experience something of this grade previously before, you've seen the finished article in your pieces of jewellery, because just the addition of 1 or 2 of those, given the fact they are so dazzling in their brilliance and their refraction, they really add, don't they, Debbie?
They really
just 1
do.
or 2.
I think, do you know one thing is about garnet as well? Is that it looks like it's been handed down.
Yes.
It looks almost vintage. There's something about garnet that you can see in the most expensive jewellers.
Yeah.
And you think, yes, okay, that's a most fabulous old piece of jewellery.
Yeah.
It might not be vintage, but it has that look.
It has got a vintage look. Yeah, I know what
which
you
I think
mean.
is classic and looks expensive.
It really does.
I just think it's timeless. I really do. It's beautiful.
And I know it's favoured with so many guest designers here because it shows off, doesn't it? It's quite a show-off gemstone, and I love that. It's as a family, as a gemstone family, garnet was, and I say was as in past tense, greatly misunderstood. Please understand that the garnet family has got some of the world's rarest and most valuable gemstones included. So to own garnet, whether it's Mozambique, whether it's Kumba, whether it's Rajasthan, whether it's your Zavarite or your Tulele, amazing and very much desired. I'll leave those last opportunities with you at £21.95. Incredible. If you've got any of the fine pearl strands just recently, then I think you need that as well. But this with the kit, it's just going to look incredible, isn't it, Debbie?
It is. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Because this kit is amazing. But also, not just to be used together, it can be used separately. Look at all this. Let me turn it round. You have got the 3 spools of your nylon thread, which can be separated. So you can actually separate those to maybe create for your threading of knots or other gemstones. Now we should be at £34.70 for everything that you're seeing on your screens, but nowhere near. You've got 200 metres of each of those colours. So you've got your gunmetal grey, you've got that bright white, and then you've got black at the back, which if I just move to one side you can see there. So you've got that definite midnight black. Those yarns, they go an awful long way, don't they?
Oh, they go on and on and on. I've never yet seen anybody get to the end of a spool. They just go on and on.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone. If you've got a knitting machine, you could knit with those, put those on the top, because they go on the spools with nice cotton threads or something. But there's hundreds of metres of cord on there.
600 metres is going to go a long way, isn't it, in terms of jewellery making?
It is indeed.
But David, we've also got jump rings, and if I can try, I'll do it my very best without trying to tipping them everywhere. You've got all the different sizes. There we go. That's better. So, what sizes have we got here? 5, 6, and what? And 7. 5, 6 and 7 millimetre.
That's the outside diameter.
They're the outside diameters.
So the inside diameters are 3, 4 and 5. 3,
4 and 5 inside diameters. So that you need to know that for threading.
For doing chainmail.
Chainmail, etc. So, yeah, you love your chainmail, Debbie, don't you?
I do, adore it, yeah.
How many pieces of jewellery can you create out of all of these jump rings?
Oh my goodness, loads and loads and loads. It depends whether you want to do something that's purely chainmail. A bracelet, a standard Byzantine bracelet, with the smallest links will probably take between 170 to 200 links, depending on the size of your wrist.
Okay.
So,
and we've got how many here? 600 in total. 200 of each size, so they're going to go an awful long way as well. And then the combination of gemstones. Can you see why I said the garnet would go wonderfully with this? I'll take these off the stand for just one moment, because these are your beautiful drusies. Look at the drusie. It's that dusky antique gold, isn't it? It's not quite so brash, I suppose.
No, those two colours are perfect with the drusie, I think. It shows it off a treat. I think they look stunning. I love those.
It really does. I like that softness behind it. It's an antique-y...
It is, and very on trend. Those sort of colours will be in the shops, and all the matte shades will be in the shops soon.
And the little planets here you've got, and sort of almost gorgeous. Like your black and gold or your silver and gold, whichever way you look at it. I love the fact that these have got texture, and every single one of those gemstones will be unique, whether it be the druzy formations, whether it be the actual banding that you see in the gemstones. Now, apparently we should be £34.70 for over 600 jump rings, 600 metres of your yarn, 2 spools of your genuine gemstones. Today, however, okay, it's one of the most affordable kits that you might have seen, certainly in a few weeks for me. Out of curiosity, I don't know, because I haven't been in a fabric shop just recently. How much is one of these?
No idea. I couldn't even hazard a guess. I'd love to know.
I know our team do look at that in terms of price comparisons, etc. But one of those spools of yarn from, or nylon thread rather more accurately.
I don't know.
I'm sure must be at least pushing £10, if not over.
I would have thought so. And for anyone who does kumihimo and does it traditionally, in other words, you don't buy one thick yarn, you use the silks. They are perfect, because that's how you originally make the tie-backs for curtains and things like that.
Ah, lovely.
That would be perfect to do that with.
It's really strong as well, isn't it?
It is very, very strong.
And am I right in saying that this is the nylon thread that, I think it was Linda Brumwell who was telling me that you can separate it, so you can almost unthread it, so you get a thinner amount of thread to go through your pearls, etc.
Yeah, you can always use it to sew. If you separate them, they're so fine. You have really, really fine threads. Very strong.
Imagine that then, if you separated it, how much further it could go then as well.
Goodness, yeah.
I love this kit. It's one of my favourites. All the colour combinations that you're seeing, the fact that you have got that chainmail, the fact that you have got macrame or kumihimo, the fact that you have got gorgeous gemstones, including that antique bronze. Just amazing. Absolutely incredible. And you've created, Debbie, some very gem-heavy pieces here, haven't you?
I have, and I've still got lots left over, to be honest. I just wanted to do something completely different. I didn't have time to do the kumihimo and what have you. I just thought, right, I'd just put it through into more of a modern sort of contemporary look. Isn't that lovely? They move beautifully. I like things
they really
that move.
do. I'm a tactile person, so I knew that would have that movement. So straight away drawn to this.
Yeah, I think come the winter, when you get all the jumpers out
and
things like that, that would be lovely. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And then your bracelets that you've done here.
Just plaited one of them. and then put them together with some jump rings, and then done the European 4-in-1 weave for the bracelet and matching earrings and necklace.
I love these as well. Oh, again, it's oopsie. Sorry, just stepping out of shot there. Look at these. Again, it's tactile jewellery, isn't it?
It just moves. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
And all of these pieces have been made with all the jump rings that come in this kit.
Yes, and I've got plenty left over. Yes, they have.
And loads and loads and loads left over. So that's 2 pairs of earrings, 3 bracelets, and 3 necklaces. So it's gone an awful long way. Do stay on those phone lines. Make sure you check out as soon as you possibly can. So Debbie, I'm excited. Which ones are you going to be demoing?
I'm going to show you how to do the little bead caps on the earrings at the end.
Yes, I love these.
I've done them before, but I just thought I'd just show people how to do them because they're quite useful to either use as bead caps or do 2 of them and put them together around a bead, so it can almost become like a cage. It's just useful to put on the top of all sorts of gems.
I'll just step out of shot because it was my belt was detracting from your beautiful pieces of jewellery. They're amazing, aren't they? And again, they're tactile.
Yes, they move.
They're lovely, aren't they? They literally fall over.
They do.
They kind of remind me of sort of a bluebell or a
yes, I know what you mean.
snowdrop.
Yes.
Little fairy with a skirt. Do you know what I mean? Perhaps it's me. Perhaps it's me. Okay, fabulous.
These are really easy to do. A bit fiddly, but once you get used to doing chainmail, you'll get used to it. Right, now, starting off with your medium, that's your 4 internal diameter and 5 internal, and 3 internal diameter, beg your pardon. Your medium and your small. So, I don't know if you can see this from overhead, but I've got small, large, small, large, small, large. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combinations of small, large, small, large, small, large, until you get it into a long strip. See that? So you've got 6 large, 6 small. And then onto every large ring, you put a small, an extra small ring. If I pull that out, you probably can see it better. There, so you put these dangling down.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
On your large links.
On your large links. Okay, I'm going to pick this up now, if that's okay. Probably be easier not to see it on the overhead, I'm not sure. Now I'm going to open up one of the large rings.
Which you can do very easily with these, with our jump rings, because they are really quality, aren't they?
They are, very good quality. So I'm going to undo the top large ring and I'm going to put it onto one of the small ones at the bottom. I'm going to separate them with my fingers to make sure I get the right one and it's the right way. Whoops, put those down. They are a bit fiddly, but you get used to handling the jump rings after a time. Whoops, says I, dropping it. Just put that on my finger and hook it together.
So you're just threading it through one of those jump rings?
Yeah. So now you've got a ring. Okay, so now you've got a ring with them all dangling down. From my finger, okay, you can see you've got a ring with all these little ones dangling down off the large jump rings. So then you want to take the extra large, these are the 7mm, or the 5 internal diameter, and you need to go around all of the dangly jump rings and pick them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 2 are a bit of a fiddle, but you can do it. 4.
Chainmail is more of a fiddly medium, but you do get used to it, I understand, because I was talking, we've spoken about it many times, Debbie, but I was talking to, is it Fleur as well? I think she's in the building today, actually.
Is she?
And she was saying, you know, you do get used to it, as in handling of the jump rings, but you've just done that in no time.
So there you've got your middle one, and all I've done is I've hooked up all those dangly ones together.
Yeah.
All right. Then you take your gemstone, whatever it may be, pop it on a head pin, pop it over the top.
So the skirt falls down.
Skirt falls down, and to hold it in place you can put a bead. Now I'd probably look for a larger bead to fit in the centre to really hold it quite firm. If I push that down, you see that is your little bead cap. Now if you did 2 of those, all you would do is you would put some links again between the large ones.
Yeah.
Okay, here. And you just make a second set and then just put a second little jump ring between the 2, and you've then got a cage. So you put one on the bottom, one on the top, and just link them together.
And it's your caged bead.
Yep.
I love the fact that you do see a little bit of the gemstone poking out underneath.
Oh, I do.
Especially given the fact that these are those druzy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you've got that.
Well, these look lovely on great big drops. You know, the real big drops. I had a labradorite one once that looked absolutely fab. So that's
Step
a
out
really
the way again,
simple one.
sorry. Just step out the way. It's because my belt is, if I squat it down a little bit, that'll be fine, but it's just easy to step. So I was like, yeah, look at that, gorgeous. And you've got your little head pin at the bottom there, little star head pin. Amazing. So happy making, and I'd love to see some of these on the Wall of Fame. Now, stepping back again. Now, this next bundle is one of my favourites. I tried to give you a little bit of a heads up earlier on in the morning. It's been right next to Debbie throughout the course of the morning. You know which one I'm talking about, don't you?
I do.
We only have a limited quantity available. There are less than 50 of these. It's not nearly enough. And this is the most gem-heavy bundle of Amazonite that I have ever seen. 10 strands.
Oh my goodness me.
Isn't that amazing? It's one of my favourite colours, Debbie.
Oh, it's just lovely. Look at that one. Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
and then
amazing.
It is a gorgeous gemstone, and one, you know what? It doesn't surprise me that Amazonite you see in the Sarah Bennett collection, you see in big designer, because there's nothing like it. It's very unique in terms of its colouring.
I think this is one of the best colours, the most complementary colours to put with shiny wires. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's something about, you put this with silver wire, it looks fab. Put it with rose gold, looks really quite traditional and quite vintage. Put it with gold, it looks almost Egyptian.
It does.
There's something about it. It changes with every wire. It's fabulous.
It's the only other gemstone I can think of that might compare is Larimar, but then Larimar is paler. It's actually a lot more baby blue. This is more of a greenish blue.
Really in-depth colour there as well. It's really vibrant. It's lovely.
I mean, look how intense this is, that Amazonite. Look how intense. Gorgeous quality. This is my favourite strand out of all of them. Again, Amazonite always sells out. It's like green onyx. It's like whenever I see green onyx bundles, they always sell out. Two of my favourite gemstones because they're so visual. This is a gemstone which is not for the shy and retiring. It's for somebody that wants their jewellery to be noticed and be commented upon, because you will. If you walk past me in the street wearing just one of these strands, maybe this one with the sort of more pebble shaped, I've noticed that Amazonite colour. Doesn't need all of these. Even the smaller, let me pull those out, you'd still notice that colour, wouldn't you?
It's the sort of colour that draws people to a craft store. There's something about this colour that just almost draws you in. It's like having summer holidays.
Tropical.
You know, yeah.
Warmth.
It's lovely.
Yes, it is. It's a happy-inducing colour, isn't it?
It is.
Low in stock, though. I only wish I had more. Most of these are actually double strands, so you could argue that there are more approaching your 20 strands rather than your 10. This one is obviously a single strand, as is this one. The rest are all doubles. They're all doubles. A third of the stock has already gone, and we have got how many baskets? Yeah, another third in basket, so it will be a sellout. I'm not surprised at all. It complements so much in your collection, not just your precious metals, but your gemstones as well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I just think it's gorgeous. I mean, put that with something like a smoky quartz, it looks fab. Or even just put it with a black gemstone and it looks stunning. It's gorgeous.
Pearls. Half the stock's gone. We're going to have to bring that price tag in. We should be £43.50, by the way. We should be. So, a huge reduction for you if you're an Amazonite. Every single day, Kim, I ask for this bundle, don't I? I'm not always told that it's possible. Today is one of those days. I'm like, Kim, any Amazonite really bundles? Nice. Any green onyx bundles? Any beryl bundles? There's a certain few that I repeatedly... lemon quartz is another one. And I think this is a firm favourite with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not just asking for my own... reasons. It is very, very much desired. Loads and loads and loads of you there. So if I just take those two single strands out for 1 second, in fact, I'm not taking them out, I'm just going to leave them on the front because I don't want to separate them, they're too beautiful. You've got the rest, the remaining 8, I'm just double checking what I've said, are all double strands. Yeah, they're all double strands. So there's 16, 17, 18, arguably. Would you look at it that way, Debbie?
I would actually. Yes, I probably would.
Hang on.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to twist it. I'm not going to twist. I'm just going to do one twist, I think. Yeah, one sec. One twist. Oh.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I would totally wear it like that as well. I would.
Very dramatic, isn't it? Oh, it looks $1 million. It really does.
But you could obviously wear it a lot smaller than that. Most people would. It's just because I'm greedy when it comes to Amazonite. I want it all. I want it all around my neckline. All of it. Every single last one of those gemstones. Yeah, big carat weight. Well done. Stay on those phone lines. We were talking about how complementary this gemstone is with others. Wait until you see the next bundle. And I'm certain that Debbie has put that connection together. You know
Stunning.
where I'm going to, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Look at those colours. I love those colours.
Is it Friday yet? Friday, it's tradition for me and my other half to go for our Friday coffee and cake.
Yeah.
You have to come next time. Come along with us. Doesn't this remind you of a latte?
Oh, yes.
A milky
Do you know, I'm looking at
latte.
these thinking fabulous button jewellery.
They are little buttons.
Look at the shine on those.
You've got 4 of those in graduated sizes.
They are beautiful.
And you were just separating them then, Debbie, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were just literally doing this to see the actual shell on the inside. Can you see
want
that?
to do it?
Yep.
It's easier.
So you were separating so that
They're
to
shiny,
show, just pop
shiny.
it down on the a
Sorry.
little bit. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. They are buttons, aren't they?
They are little shell buttons. Yeah, beautiful.
In the graduation, so you've got. Oh, I love those. I love this too.
Oh, they're all lovely. They're huge.
This is a gorgeous bundle. It's a latte colour to me. Caramel, ice cream.
No, I could see that, you
But
see,
not
in the
thin.
winter, either with dark greys, charcoal greys, or lovely with some of the druzy, charcoal greys or sort of burgundy colours. And then in the summer, you've got your linen-y colours and your khakis and... Oh, yes, I like this one.
Now, Debbie, you did... It's fair to say you know your fashion.
Yeah.
You worked in the fashion industry.
For a long time, yeah.
For a long time. So, yeah, I mean, this is a colour. Sort of trying to cast my mind back to sort of different eras and styles, I suppose. This has always been around, hasn't it? That golden,
yes.
honey...
This will always be around because it
beige.
just complements the female persona, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's quite delicate, but for somebody who doesn't want to wear a lot of colour, this still has drama.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can wear this and have the shine. I mean, around in the shops at the moment, you've got these huge, big flowers, you know, on necklaces.
The bib type, yeah.
And you can make beautiful flowers out of this. If you just wanted button jewellery, tiny button jewellery you can buy on holiday, you know, the beachcomber sort of look, you can do that. I think with these, it's just complementary to every skin tone
It is, and hair colour as well. Like I said, I know it would complement our hair colouring, dark, brunette,
absolutely,
or whichever. Now we should be bringing this to you at £37 and 30 pence. Sorry, 70 pence.
That's a good price.
It is a good price. You've got a double strand here, sizable, top drilled, by the way, teardrops. Then you've got your buttons and your drums. Should be 37. How much did you say, sorry, Kim? £37.70. Seems an amazing deal.
It's a good price.
Today, it's a third off, isn't it? It's a third off.
Look at those drums. Do you mind being very
No,
very
you carry
rude?
on. You're not being rude. It's because you like them. That's £4.15 per strand.
They would be fab, actually, for gents' jewellery for the summer, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
amazing. I'd love these in an anklet. Or these in an anklet.
I'd think stretchy bracelets on those, just 2 or 3 in a cuff.
Yeah, stacked
Fab.
up. If you've got the Amazonite just...
If you can pick it up.
Oh,
Weighs a ton, that.
look, I mean, look how many carats you've got. I mean, I know Shell is not in carat weight, but look how much gemstones you have there.
That's amazing.
Look at that combination. Now, I am, right now, on a beautiful Caribbean beach. It does take you there, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
You can imagine your feet paddling in the warm Caribbean Ocean.
Oh, yes.
That's all you need is just look at these two gemstones. That's all you need. Well done to every single one of you. Hugely popular. I'm not in the least bit surprised. Which is your favourite strand out of all of those?
Oh, without a doubt, those.
The wheels?
Yeah, those big wheels. Because
is that because they're versatile?
I could just love button jewellery. I just think it could just go so far.
They're my favourite. I like the teardrops. Or pears, whichever way you look at it. But yeah, they're all beautiful, aren't they?
They are, actually.
They really are. £24.95 only. Congratulations to you. Stay on those phone lines. Again, will match so much that you have already in your stash. Will look beautiful with the kit that we've just done, Debbie. But look at this for a bundle. Now, we are stepping into the world of high-end gemstones.
They're beautiful.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
I like those.
There is, you know that article I always refer to. It's on the Telegraph. It's called Purple Rain, but not rain as in the weather. It's returning to your rightful rain, and it's talking about amethyst as a gemstone. If any of you have had the chance to look at that, then you'll know straight away what I'm about to say. If you haven't, just enter that into your search engine site, The Telegraph, Purple Rain, and it'll come up instantaneously. The journalist was pictured within, I'm not going to say talk specifically about in the essence of time what the content of that article was, but what she photographed was this colour, this combination. The colour combination here, very Kiki MacDonald, very show-part. The First Lady of America had a piece specially commissioned for her with these colours. It works perfectly. There is something about amethyst and peridot.
Oh, the two are just a match made in heaven, aren't they? They just go together beautifully.
They really do.
They are gorgeous.
And on that article, if you haven't already looked, do have a look. So it's a lovely article to read, and it really, well, you've got. I respect the gemstones anyway, but amethyst, it's just beautifully written as well, and it's talking about how this gemstone really should be respected. A lot of the big jewellers are using it, but there's one picture, and I can remember it clear as day, which has got those greens and purples in there, and it's probably thousands of pounds worth of jewellery because of the brand, essentially. Yeah. Just beautiful. Now you've got your top drilled drops, 2 strands of each, and then you've got your central drilled peridot nuggets there. But they're all sizable and significant.
They are actually, aren't they?
I'd be thinking, don't alternate that colour. I'd certainly leave it like that.
I probably would actually. Just do a multi-strand necklace, I think, or a multi-strand bracelet. That'd be beautiful.
So incredibly visual. The two intense colours, which I suppose we would think logically they shouldn't go together, but they do.
They're Wimbledon colours, aren't they?
Oh yes.
Yes. They just remind me of summer with Wimbledon on the TV.
And a Pimm's.
Yes.
And some British strawberries.
Oh yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Lovely.
Pimm's. Pimm's nice.
Pimm's lovely, isn't it?
And strawberries are nice.
And strawberries.
And
nice.
Wimbledon's nice too. Yeah. Like Wimbledon. Yeah, it is. I've never thought of that before. Actually, alcoholic brands started commissioning bottles, didn't they, in the Wimbledon colours? Now, we should be bringing this to you at £21.80. Seems reasonable to me.
Seems £21.80
for 4 strands. 1, 2... I'm just checking myself for a second. 4. That's £5 something a strand.
That's just silly.
Sina, I can't do the maths, but £21 something. Was £5 what, 50? Wait. It's a no-brainer to me. £3.24. Do you know what? I'm now thinking I'm going to get this for my Wimbledon jewellery. You know, for when you go to Wimbledon.
That jewellery, actually, if you had an evening dress, you know, like I think they're very royal, very rich.
Yes, they are.
If you don't want to use them together, because some people don't like using purples and greens together.
I get that. It is quite an intense look.
Yeah, if you separate them out, I mean, you've then got a wonderful, beautiful, regal purple. And the greens, you can keep till next year if you don't want to use them this year. You can use them next year when it gets to springtime or what have you.
Or summer,
but you've got such a good price here. You don't know if you're going to get
£3 for peridot.
Well, that's about the same price, I would say, about £3. Just say if I'm wrong, but about £3, I suppose, the last time I went to a bead fair for acrylic beads is about right. £3 a strand for
acrylic, not genuine
beads.
gemstones,
No, so
not rare, not some of the finest colour.
No.
When it comes to these two, by the way, more than half the stock is in baskets, so please do check out as soon as you possibly can. When it comes to your amethyst, the rich purples, that regal, I'm glad you said that word, that regal purple colour is the most desired. When it comes to your peridot, an idiochromatic gemstone, it's that chartreuse green. I love that. I love that description, chartreuse. So it's kind of, well, it's 50% green and 50% yellow, basically, which all comes down to the iron. And I'm not going to get too much into that because I think this is going to be a sellout before we know it. But you've got textbook amethyst and peridot there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you've got the Lure book, which is available, speak to our contact centre. If you've got the Lure book, open your pages to amethyst and peridot, and I'm absolutely certain you'll have those colours in. That is the colour that we look for. It comes in various different degrees. That £3, and what was it, 60? Oh, wait, sorry, no, £3.24.
That's amazing.
It's as good as sold out. Well done. Kim, can we have some more bundles like that, please?
Please, pretty please.
She says, oh, I'll try. That didn't sound promising. She said, I'll try. Now, we have got your hot pick coming up, and don't forget it is the draw for your Wall of Fame. So much to see, so much to do. And, of course, David Walford, make sure, tune in back for this lovely one. Hot pick. We've brought you hot gemstones. We've brought you amazing bundles. We've brought you hot kits. Oh, we need to bring you hot findings, don't we? This is luxurious. With the bundle that you've just seen, or any of the bundles that you've just seen. Now, I know straight away, Kim, these are our really high-end ones, aren't they? You can just see luxury. Oh, it's not the toggles. Coming up later. Oh, okay, I can't wait to do those. They're amazing. Oh. Make sure you do stay tuned because the toggles are incredible. Oh, I've picked up the wrong thing. Yeah, I have. Oh, all of these. Love it. All different colours. So you're getting two of the same and one which is slightly different. Okay, so these are the two that are the same. They are your Infinity and J hooks. Now, you don't see many of your gunmetal clasps, or the bronze for that matter, that rose gold, whichever way you look at it. And then you've got one which is slightly different, slightly contrasting. As you can see, some are more circular in those. How many? 90 pieces approximately. 90 pieces approximately, so they're going to go an awful long way. I love this little packaging as well, because they are transportable. I can't get my words out today, Debbie. Transportable, portable. I think that would have been a better word to choose,
they're
wouldn't
a
it?
nice size if you go to a craft group or something to pop in your bag and take with you. They're easy transportable. You're quite right.
Yeah, and of course, reusable as well. The box itself is actually reusable. You've got various different shapes, though. The ones just here on the inside of these are a little bit more circular, and then you've got your classic Infinity clasps, you've got your figure of 8, all of which are silver plated copper, and all of which they're when we say silver plated copper, we have actually got what our clasps are, and again I was talking to our product manager about this, is you have got the copper, then you've got silver plating over the top, and then then you've got silver and then the silver plating over the top with the colour. So they are made to last, they are durable without shadow of a doubt. And I've worn a piece of jewellery which has got one of our clasps attached to. I broke one of my pieces of jewellery and replaced it with one of these, and the longevity of it's not worn in the slightest. Have you found that, Debbie? They don't wear.
They don't wear it at all, no, because sometimes you put a clasp on something and 2 years later or a year later, it looks really shabby. But no,
Yeah, tired.
No, yeah, but no, they're fine. I've had ones since I've been here, 5 years, they're still perfect.
Still fine,
Still
absolutely.
fine, shiny, beautiful, yes.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so they are made to last. So I wanted to point out just how much goes into actually bringing you one of these clasps. They can be used, given the size, they can be used obviously as a feature, as a connector, part of your actual design. I know many designers use them as bails as well. Good luck to every single one of you. The Infinity and J-Hook stasher should be at £24.85. Should be. But this morning, it's all about bundles, it's all about deals. We brought you massive carat weights of your gemstones in your throughout the course of the morning. Not nearly done. Not nearly done. That's less than £5 per box or 16p per finding. I know I say it every single time, but what can you get for 16p? What can you get for 16p?
I can't get anything for 16p, I don't think.
Can't get a chocolate bar.
Nope.
Can you get a Freddo?
No, I don't think you can
No.
actually.
Can you get a Rocky? No.
No,
Can you get, I don't know, a cucumber?
probably not.
No. Carrot? No. You can't, can you? There's not a whole lot you can get for it anymore. I can remember when, you know, what would you say, 16 or 14p? 16p. I used to get 20 pence every Friday to go down the sweet shop. I used to spend almost an hour deliberating on which 20 sweets I would be buying. Almost an hour. So, you know, I used to think that that 20p used to go quite a long way. Those days are well and truly gone. It was a long, long time ago. Well, with us here at Jewellery Maker, you can get a fully clasped. Well done to every single one of you. Stay on those phone lines. And by the way, those other clasps are coming up a little bit later on. But now it is time for us to hopefully surprise you, treat you with some JM Readies. Readies that will be credited to your account. It is the draw of the Wall of Fame. Oh, we're already into it. We're already admiring,
yes.
loving that piece, loving these colours. I've got number 176, and this makes me smile. Look at that face.
Seahorse, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
what a beautiful face. I think seahorses are really graceful, aren't they? And isn't it the males that carry the babies?
I've no idea.
I think it's the males that carry the babies
Oh,
for
learnt something
seahorses. I could be wrong. And I was like, oh, nice seahorses. This comes from Avril in France. And she says, hi, I hope this is the right place to send it. It is, my darling. This is my first entry into the Wall of Fame. It is a sun catcher for my grandson, inspired by Rachel's brooch. But I think I'm having problems doing things on a smaller scale. It doesn't look like it to me. I have included the front and back in the photo. I think the back looks like he's smiling. He is called Hippocampe, which means seahorse. I hope I pronounced that right. All products are from JM, of course, which now I have electricity I can watch to my heart's content. Thanks for brightening my days. And that's Avril, all the way over in France. Avril, this is beautiful. You know what? And he made me smile as well. It's got lovely features, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely curve.
Lovely shape.
Yeah, love it. 176, my lovely.
This is number 177. This is from Yaneth. Is it Yaneth? I think it is. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. The necklace was inspired by one of Mark's designs last week. I used grey cultured pearls and Larimar nuggets. Good luck to all, especially me. Love from Yaneth. Yaneth, that is beautiful.
It is lovely.
That is gorgeous, actually.
That's
Really
that's an L piece of jewellery, that.
Very nice.
I've got, this is incredible as well.
Isn't that
Intricate
gorgeous?
wire work, number 178, which comes from Tanya Mahoon, Mahoon?
Mahon.
From Birmingham, forgive me. Hi all at JM, hope you're all well. Here's one of my wirework pendants. I've been playing with wire for about a month and I'm loving the results I'm getting. Can't wait for payday, I need more wire. For this pendant I have used a gemstone from a bead scoop I got last year and gold plated wire. Good luck to all who enter the Wall of Fame. Kind regards, and that's from Tanya in Birmingham. Yeah, beautiful solitaire frame. Check them out fastly, I love that. And you're clearly a wire worker, amazing quality.
Actually, it's beautiful. This is number 179. I made this necklace a while ago but didn't finish off the back. Just could not do it. I had another go at it and this time it turned out just the way I pictured it in my mind. All components from JM. This is from Jane. Jane, that is beautiful. Sometimes you think about something, you think, no, it hasn't worked out, but that's gorgeous.
It really has, isn't it? It's continuation, and I love the fact that you pay attention to the back design as well. Last but by no means least, I have got 180 wire, gorgeous work from Rita in Orpington. Hello everyone at JM. This week at Wall of Fame is a pendant made using antique bronze coloured coppered wire, copper coloured copper wire, sorry I just have to concentrate on that, white shell pearl, clear crackled quartz, smoky quartz, coffee frosted shell pearl, black tourmaline and black agate. Everything is from JM. Well, that combination really works, doesn't it? It's like, do you know what that reminds me of? Sort of like a nest of eggs.
Yeah, it does. It's a good way of using up those last beads that you always get left over.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea.
And actually our sister channel does designs very similar to that, which are hugely popular. So well done. Beautiful piece, Rita. Now, is it time? It's time for the draw. Debbie Bulford, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first. I'll do the runner-up.
Okay.
You spin it.
So the runner-up gets £50 credited to their Jewellery Maker account. I'm not looking, Debbie's not looking. Okay.
Yep. It's number 122.
122.
And that's Lynn Booth.
Lynn Booth.
Well done, Lynn. Well done.
£50 credited to your account, my darling.
Fabulous.
Love that. I love it.
Right.
I'm not looking.
No. Okay.
What are you doing?
It's stuck to the top.
Oh. Have I got one there? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I've got number 81.
Yeah?
Oh,
81?
Jane Fox.
Didn't we have Jane Fox today?
Well done, Jane. Jane!
Fox.
You've just literally
Jane,
won.
you were the lady that we've just spoken about on this. Isn't that funny?
There we go.
We've just done this piece of jewellery.
Oh, no.
It's
a different one.
Got two Jane Foxes.
Oh, yeah, that's
Sorry, Jane.
179.
I just disappointed you. Two
different
Jane Foxes? Yeah.
Small world, isn't it? Oh. Small world. Well, Jane Fox, well done. You've got £100 being credited to your account. Fabulous. Now, I've got more to bring. We'll be back with Debbie Bulford shortly. Let's go this way, though, because we've got lots of bundles as well. Box number 4 from the where's that piece of necklace that we had earlier on with the gold-plated sterling silver and your spinel? If you loved the sterling silver earlier on and you got involved with that with your microfaceted spinel, fantastic. I've got the yellow gold opportunity here. However, this is way more limited. We've only got last in stock quantities. So there was the sterling silver earlier, which might well be available. We had 200 of those. The yellow gold, sterling silver, considerably less. I've been trying to get hold of it myself. I don't really care whether it's the gold or the sterling silver, just because I think there'll be lovely giftable opportunities. This is really rich, isn't it? Doesn't it go to show that spinel it's not just monochromatic, it works beautifully. I love this shot. Works beautifully with your buttery gold as well. Low in stock quantity, you've got 10 carats of your faceted rondelles, which are 2 by 1 millimetre. Every single one of those rosary links is accurate, is precise, so you've got that consistency. If you wanted to create some elaborate layered designs, a bit like the piece that we showed you earlier on, can I just grab that? It's on the top shelf just up there. So we'll just bring that over that Debbie brought in. We've been walking past it for the past few days, Debbie, haven't we?
It's beautiful, absolutely stunning.
It's this chain. Thank you. It's this chain Here's a piece that's been made up, and we don't know who it's by. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the use of the buttery gold with the flat wire. You've got your black agates in there as well, your clear quartz. It just really falls and suspends nice, doesn't it? So this is a great example of how you can create that cascade, those sort of swathes and swags of genuine gemstones. It's a limited quantity though. Surrey, well done. Oxfordshire, well done. Clare, well done. In Dunbartonshire, Lynn in Kent, you're with me. Beautiful spinel and chain, just what I wanted to complement the black micro spinel that I have just purchased from JM, thank you. And that's from Joan in Derbyshire, who has already bought this chain. Yeah, it would complement, and it can be kept quite simple, can't it?
Oh, it can, so you don't need anything else with it, really.
No.
Do you? You just wear it exactly as it is, just one simple chain in it. You don't have to put even multi-strands.
No. Well, that's what I was thinking, of just making simple bracelets or...
Yeah. Really simple. Keep it simple. I don't think you need anything else. The sparkle is amazing.
It is amazing. And given the fact that it is, so much time has gone into actually making these.
It amazes me every time I see them, because I know, having had a go at once doing a kit that had fine wire in it, trying to do every single wrapped loop the same, it's nigh impossible, to be honest. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet. And the faceting of the gemstones, of course.
Beautiful.
So if you have got any spinel in your collection, it's totally different in terms of the look, isn't it? It's a silver, that monochromatic look, with your buttery gold that you're seeing here, buttery gold over sterling silver. All 2x1mm coming your way at a last in stock price tag. Grab it whilst you can. Christine, Carmarthenshire, Jennifer, hello to you, Sandra, Lynn, Wiltshire, Glamorgan, you're with me as well. £14.95 only. £14.95. I'm thinking these could be headbands. Wouldn't it? Look. Excuse the grey hairs. But it could be amazing as headbands.
It would actually look lovely.
Really gorgeous. Well done. Do stay on those phone lines, everyone. You should have been successful, I hope. Moving on to, sorry, what was that, Kim? Oh, okay. Earlier on this morning, if you were thinking, if you just tuned in, perhaps you had to pop out, maybe took the kids off to a morning class, 50% of the stock went, triple figure quantity have sold out this morning, this Wednesday morning. Back by popular demand. I've got 50 of these tied up in baskets. So I say tied up, it's not tied up, it's first come, first serve. We had a 200 quantity. So the yellow gold with the spinel was literally last in stock. So first come, first serve. This is that monochromatic look, which if you look at black spinel, if you look at Lorraine Schwartz, who's very much the Hollywood go-to jeweller, she uses black spinel with sterling silver or even your white golds quite frequently. It can be used in Tiffany's & Co, it's used certainly in Gucci, it's used certainly in Chanel, because of that monochromatic beauty. And it was Coco Chanel who once said, black and white are in perfect harmony. And they are. I don't disagree with it there. They work wonderfully, don't they? It creates almost that sort of polka dot effect. Your faceted rondelles, almost polka dots. Look at this. Let's bring that price tag in. If you've got this in your basket, do check out as soon as you possibly can. We had over 200. We had over 200, but we knew it was going to be one of your most popular pieces of the hour. I can't keep up with all of the names. All of those of you that have already been successful: Tracy, Hertfordshire, Heather, Tricia, Michelle, Christine, Sandra, Anne, Janet. I'm not even going to attempt to say all the names, to be honest. It's going to be, I'll be there all day, all day. It's a simple, classic, elegant look. Understated, but classy. Classy, refined pieces of jewellery. One that you can tailor into your fabulous creations, or just leave it as is. So this is great for beginners, if you like, in the jewellery industry, or jewellery making. Like I am, I'm an absolute beginner, but yet it's so simple. And guest designer Debbie, I'm sure, will endorse what I'm about to say. So simple to attach. A simple clasp and a jump ring. That's all that's needed, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think on our website we've got some clips, haven't we, of basic instructions.
Yeah.
How to do jewellery making, so that will help you. And if you're a new customer, obviously you get that booklet that comes through
the Get Started booklet.
But yes, it's so simple to do that, to actually put a clasp onto it. And I think it's nice to have the two different colours on today's show, because the buttery gold is quite vintage and looks quite old-fashioned, really, which is all on trend.
Yeah.
Perfect, like Downton Abbey look, that sort of thing. Whereas the silver is more contemporary.
It is.
You've got two completely different looks, haven't you?
It is, but yeah, exactly the same design. Isn't it funny? The use just the change of colour. Let's bring that price tag in, because loads of you are there. $12.95. $12.95 only for a metre length. A metre length, and that's something I've not mentioned, and I'm sorry about that. If that's 1 metre of this chain, I'll hold it out for you. It's going to go a long way. It's going to go an awful long way. How many bracelets could you make out of this? How many necklaces? Well, at least 2, if not 3. It's going to go a long way, but grab it whilst you can, because it's one of our most popular products that we bring you here at Jewellery Maker. They always sell out, don't they, Debbie?
Oh, they do.
It's a reorder as best we can, but you've got to think about the time that goes into actually making a piece like this and commissioning it for you. So much more to bring you as well throughout the course of the show. I'm with you for another hour, and then you've got the gorgeous Zena, the lovely Zena. Oh, I can hear, by the way. I can hear her. She's got bells on every tooth. In a lovely way, of course. We love our Zena. Now, coming up next is your presenter's pick, and it is a supreme quality Morganite.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance, as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Labradorite is an incredibly popular gemstone here at Jewellery Maker. As a member of the Feldspar family, this particular gemstone shows beautiful blue flashes as light hits the internal structure. The different layers that make up this structure give rise to really interesting colour play on the surface of the gemstone. The most usual colours we see are blue to violet, but you can also see flashes of orange and red. Its optical properties such as these, it gives gemstones the edge, as these properties cannot be simulated by man.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Now it is time for a beautiful, stunning, exquisite, supreme, perfect strand of morganite. Now, we only ever managed to purchase 23 strands. 23, that's all. Thinking, well, Eleanor, that must be because the quality is so high grade that you're only able to acquire a consistent quality of just 23, that limited edition. Then you would be absolutely right. Morganite, a member of the beryl family, gets its colour from trace elements within, that is of course your manganese. Manganese turns this colourless beryl into an exquisite, feminine, delicate tone, glorious visions of pink. But often the reality is this gemstone can be quite heavily included to the point that it could even be well, opaque essentially. Don't get me wrong, still wonderful, still beautiful, still feminine, but ultimately this is what we look for. For those of you that are new to Jewellery Maker, and forgive me for those of you that know and have been lucky enough to witness it within our gemstone museum, we are the very proud owners here at TGC of the world's largest faceted morganite. It is centre stage within our museum over in the studios. Now, why am I mentioning that? Not just to brag or boast about our buying power or how big the company is, but because hopefully it will indicate to our connoisseurs, and I'm saying connoisseurs rather than jewellery makers on this occasion, because anybody who's lucky enough to get this is a connoisseur, that we have got buying power and we'll often have first refusal when it comes to gemstones and quality like this. I mean, it is a vision of baby pink. Talking about visions, yeah, exquisite performance of light, the brilliance that is captured within every single one of those amazing morganite gemstones. They are sizable, it's not small, they're not insignificant, they're not chips or nuggets. These are high-end gemstones that have been articulated, calibrated in an effortless graduation, showing off their internal depth of colour and showing off that amazing transparency and clarity. I mean, could they be any more rich in manganese? This is leaning towards your Zambezia morganite, those salmon pinks. Is it not one of the most alluring gemstones that you could possibly wish for? My only negative, I suppose, during this opportunity is that I have just 23 in the world. That's it. Not 23 reserved for another day on another occasion, but 23 right here in this moment in time. And that's all we may well have for, I don't know, weeks, months, years, it might even be the case. Leslie, Sue, Hilda, Hannah, Debbie, West Midlands, you're with me. Make sure you get these home. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. You've got 58 carats of faceted perfection, a gemstone which, coming from and passing on again some of our own experiences in buying of your gemstones itself. Morganite, my boss, sent a direct link from the Hong Kong Trade Fair. I think it was last year, may well have been last year, nothing's changed since then. A direct link about Morganite, specifically saying if you see Morganite that you love, grab it, because the prices have soared. There's a 500% price increase of this gemstone. We kind of predicted it, we preempted it. We could, the buying team are very good at sort of, not seeing into the future, but estimating the future of this gemstone. And on that basis have not bought another parcel since 4 years ago. Haven't brought another. I'm talking about our sister channels. I'm not saying they've not brought Morganite to air, because they have, but they've not bought a parcel of Morganite for 4 years on our sister channel. It's getting very, very, very difficult to get hold of, especially this supreme high end. This is like your AAA grade to me. This is, you know, this is right the way up there. Susan, well done. Margaret, well done in Merseyside. Barbara, you've got yours. I've got telephone bidders on the phone lines now making their confirmations. 1, 2, 3, oh, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these are already allocated, 10 now. So that's near on 50% of the allocation, and we haven't even brought your price tag in as of yet. High-end, top quality Morganite, 58 carats. Use it sparingly because this is a high-end strand. Coming your way this morning, astonishingly, at a double-figure price tag. Astonishing that it can be at a double-figure price tag. I mean, Morganite, it's all about the clarity and the intensity of that colour. And my goodness, you've got it here. That's working out at £1.38 per carat. For those of you that haven't done so, one of my very good friends, Alex Mackay, works on Gem Collector, all the W's, gemcollector.com, which is basically a loose gemstone online site which is run by us here. Try and source Morganite from him and see what price tag it will be brought to you at. I've got no doubt whatsoever that it will be at least 3-figure price tag, if not more, with this amount of manganese, with this amount of clarity. Go onto my Facebook page, Eleanor Barker Presenter, and I uploaded a picture of my Morganite that I bought some years ago now, and I was talking about just how much I love it, how I've always loved it from the day I actually bought it. I've had that valued, and it's a 4-figure price tag. I didn't pay anywhere near that price tag. So the prices are absolutely relevant that Steve shared on a video message. I've never known him do that before, actually. Send a direct video message, not for us, for you at home, to tell you if you see Morganite that you love, buy it as soon as you can. 500% price increase. If you haven't got to worry about the purse strings, then you haven't got to worry about significant price rises. I do. I'm a savvy shopper, and also I do have to, I'm not too proud to say, I have to watch the purse strings. I haven't got thousands upon thousands of pounds to sort of throw away on gemstones, so I'm looking for the best possible deal and the best possible time to buy the gemstones that I love. Sandra, you've done it. Northumberland multi-buying, congratulations to you. I've got Joanne in Tyne and Ware. Marjorie, you've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. Is that right? 6 of you now have got it in your basket. Oh, I beg your pardon, 12. Where did I get 6 from then? I see a different figure to you. Okay, so yours is more accurate and up to date. Okay, so how many have we got actually available now? Okay, and how many in baskets? We're oversubscribed, okay. Some of you who are showing interest in this are going to be disappointed because of that amazing clarity and brilliance. Did you notice that fire just there? So like a diamond, you're still seeing that spectrum of colour. That's exceptionally rare when it comes to Morganite as a gemstone. Exceptionally rare, because the light is not interrupted at all. There's no imperfections, there's no blemishes, there's no cloudiness within the gemstone, which is stopping that light sort of bounce around internally and bring you that fire. Amazing. Well done to every single one of you. And you know what? It only gets better from here. It only gets better when you get this home. Can you imagine, Debbie? Imagine this being...
I just think that is, to me, that is just princess pink, isn't it? That's just beautiful, stunning, feminine in a strand. It's just femininity... Personified, it is.
It's Grace Kelly, isn't it?
Do you know, it is. I just think you'd wear that and you would feel like a princess. You really would. So beautiful.
I look at this colour and I totally agree with you there. This of Morganite or Kunzite, and to me it's Grace Kelly. I always call it the Grace Kelly gemstones.
Oh, it's just stunning. You can just see, can't you, a bride wearing that, or imagine that as your bridesmaid's colour, like an icy pink.
Gorgeous.
And having bridesmaids put, just stunning. I just think it's the most gorgeous strand.
Well done from the very bottom of our hearts to those of you that got hold of this. It's just incredible, and it's only going to get better. Moving on, box number... Oh, now, we're talking about gorgeous pinks. Could this be... And also, the other day, Kimbo, we were talking about how we've not seen rose quartz in ages. You only listen, don't you? My producer, she only listens to me. You're amazing, Kim, you know that. Bless her, I say something, she makes a little note, clearly, and then works on it. Kim, when I said we haven't seen rose quartz, you don't do anything by halves, do you? She got practically every single strand of rose quartz and put it in one bundle with your beautiful pink wires. Now, you've got here 0.8... 10 metres of your 0.8 gauge. See those? Love that combination. Then, 1, 2. You know how many there is, but I'm just counting them out as well. 3. Also helps me pick them up, because there's loads here. 4. I am going to have to put my hand down because I can't hold them all. 4, but actually they're double strands. 5. The difference in sizes as well. 6. Oh, look at them. I like the small ones. Hang on a sec. 7. Look at these. Look at these. 8. Gorgeous pinks. All different sizes. All different dimensions. Beautifully tactile. What did we say? Princess. It's princess pink.
Definitely.
Your baby girls or your little girls that you know. I mean, I was typically a girly girl. I loved to wear pink when I was a youngster. I'm just imagining a little princess tiara with this.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Wouldn't that be cute?
It would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Now, a huge reduction saving. It should be £35.50. You've got 20 metres of your wire in your 0.8 rather. So that's all about your structure. You know, you need that. That's probably one of the most desired of gauges. With your rose pink and also your hot fuchsia, which both work wonderfully, don't they? This with the tanzanite that you saw earlier on, or maybe some of your pearls. Would you use rose quartz with sterling silver?
I would actually, because I never thought I would, but having tried it, yes, it just changes the look completely.
It does. I think it's really enchanting.
I think it warms it as well.
Yeah, it does. It really does. But I love the fact that rose quartz goes with so much. Like, it goes with your clear quartz, it goes with your lace agates, it goes with prehnite.
Yeah. I did think that rose gold would die a death actually last year. Because we've had it for a while in the shops, but it's still there, especially with men, especially with gents' jewellery, gents' watches and cufflinks, and
that's a nice idea.
It's still there. It's still there.
And the fact that you can change it, you can really change its personality, I suppose. Yeah. So you can go for the girly, the baby, the baby pink, the princessy sort of tones, or you can go for quite a feminine but rock chicky look. With the black agate or something like that. Yeah,
you could put it with black agate or chocolate brown, or even amethyst looks lovely with it.
Yeah, it does look amazing. Okay, we need to bring that price on your screens because there is a substantial reduction. How about 50% off, 20 metres of your wire, 8 strands of your rose quartz, but multiples of it, £17.75. I'm not surprised that the web is already busy. I've been back with you now since when? What date are we? We're coming to the end of October. So I've been back with you for over a month now. Wasn't it September I came back? Middle of September, because I was on holiday. Oh no, it was the end of September. Gosh, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? I've been back with you a month now. I could probably count on one hand the amount of rose quartz strands that I've seen in that length of time. So yeah, it was very, very big last year, and it's always sustained that popularity. I mean, you think of Lola Rose, she uses this gemstone an awful lot, doesn't she?
She does. I could imagine that though, even with the garnets. I can imagine that would be really nice, the two together. And you wouldn't normally put those two together, but because you've got that such a wonderful cranberry colour, I think it pulls out the pinkiness in it.
There's not a gemstone that I can't think of. Am I saying this right? There's not a gemstone
I can think of
that won't go.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what's wrong with me today. I just can't talk properly. Because they all will. Spinel, your agates,
Peridot
looks amazing with it as well. Stay on those phone lines, and congratulations to every single one of you. It's one of the biggest gem-heavy bundle that we've brought you all morning. Now, shall I bring you some pearl deals? Some pearl deals. Box 4 for number 8 o'clock. Now, I love these. These are amazing. I've already circled these, Kimbo. I've already circled these for myself. Are you kidding? Are you saying we're going to sell that again? Okay, there's over 200. But your price slashing. She gives, and then she takes away. She's giving to you, she take away from me. It's all right. I get it. I understand. You're our priority. Look at the colour of these. They're champagne stroke peach.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I want them.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? It's a lovely colour.
They really are. And I actually disagree with our graphics there. I know it says potato, but can you potato pearls? I can't see that 1 millimetre difference, can you?
No.
They're beautifully spherical. You know, I mean, you can't really detect 1 millimetre physically. You'd have to have super-powered eyesight, wouldn't you? I've got 20/20 vision and I can't see that difference. That's one part of me that does work quite well. I mean, from around the décolletage like this, they're beautifully uniformed in their shape. Under my magnification, like what you've just seen on the screens just there, I like the fact that when you get up close and personality, you get to know the pearls, you get to know their characteristics, you see, I don't know, their beauty spots, because they are beauty spots. It's showing off that they are the real deal, but yet from a distance, it's all about, wow, look at the size, look at that luster, look at that pearlescence, look at that beautiful colour. This is coming your way at a big price reduction, Kim is telling me. We had 200 of these. This with rose gold, don't you think, Deb?
Oh, yeah, that would look beautiful.
These with rose gold, because it's got that dusky, beautiful champagne hue, overtones, just a flash of pink coming through as well. Oh, hang on a second. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that for a combination. The Morganite alongside. Only got a couple of these left now of the Morganite. Doesn't you think it brings out the pink in your pearl here? It really brings out the pink. If you want to get the Morganite, grab it whilst you can, because there is literally only a couple available. I'll be getting this, stock permitting. We should be, incredibly, astonishingly, we should be at £19.95. They're sizable. You've got double figure millimetre size pearls here. The culturing process, the cultivating process, the injecting, the movement, it all costs and it takes great amounts of skill. £19.95 for all of these sizable pearls is an amazing deal. A pair of earrings, I'd hope that you would sell for a much, much, much higher price tag than that. You certainly should be doing so. This morning, however, £12.95, it's a no-brainer for me. Earlier on this morning, I was talking about, I found a retailer which is the only other place out there, the only other establishment. It's the one where the ladies come round, not always ladies obviously, but you know, it's that old, it's a company which has been around for many, many years, and they come around and ding dong, etc. So I looked in their brochure, because I literally had one dropped off to my house first time in years, and there was a pair of cultured earrings, and they were cultured pearls, they weren't synthetic, which is probably what I'd expect, to be honest. A pair, they were smaller than these, granted, and they might still be in the brochure right now, and they were £15 for a pair, and I thought, that's amazing. That's an amazing deal. They're the only other company that I've actually found so far to date that comes anywhere near ours in terms of the price point for the quality. Christina, Marjorie, well done. Beverly, Maureen, Kirsty, well done to you. George, Frederick, Margaret, Rupwanti, hello to you. Patricia, Christine, hello to you. Berkshire, Eleanor, another Kirsty's there. Lots of telephone bidders as well. I'm joining you on it. I've got pearls, believe me, I have. I've got, and I'm sure Debbie, you wear pearl necklaces as well.
I do.
But this colour is rare.
Yeah, there's something about that colour that is very complementary to all skin tones. It's a lot kinder. And I think in the shops with all the still the new tones of the shoes and the handbags and everything, that goes perfect.
Oh yeah, this, whatever outfit, nude heels.
Yeah.
How
Stunning.
elegant with that. It really would look lovely, wouldn't
it?
It
Would look lovely.
And a nude heel is said to elongate the leg. That's why they're so popular. So yeah, I love that idea. I've got to move on. Well done to every single one of you. £12.95. That wasn't just a little price reduction. Box number 5. Slightly smaller and a slightly different colour. Now, these, whereas those were a little bit more pinkish in the champagne colour, these are definitely more of a yellow hue. They're also a teeny bit smaller. That 1mm size, again, you can't differentiate it with a naked eye, or I certainly can't. If you can, fabulous. Champagne pearls, but you can see there's a definite difference. The last ones were a little bit more pinky. These are a little bit more of a yellowish tone to them. Again, you can see how beautifully it matches the colouring of my skin, and I'm quite fair. I'm quite fair skinned, so you'd think the paler gemstones would actually almost get lost in them, in the tone of my skin, but they're not, are they? It's not getting lost at all. They're really going to be noticeable. Why is it that pearls have been regarded for hundreds upon hundreds of years as a graceful gemstone, as the queen of gemstones? Why is it that we look at a pearl and think of it as a bride in all of her elegance? Because they are an elegant gemstone. Mother Nature's creations grown progressively over time, much love and dedication going into the cultivating process with this exquisite, luxurious champagne hue. A slightly smaller size. You saw how popular the first strand of cultured pearls that we brought you this morning, in actual fact. We've only brought you 2. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon, this is the third strand. I brought you a smaller size earlier on this morning, which we will be recapping. If you want to grab hold of these, though, they're a beautiful size. Again, they'll lay wonderfully across the décolletage. I'm thinking with the gold and your kit, Debbie, we had in there the nylon thread, the black.
Yes, look lovely.
The black knotted in between.
That would look stunning, actually. Yes, it would.
Because black and gold.
Yeah, and they look lovely with the antique gold sort of druzy as well with it.
Oh,
lovely.
yes.
Very
what
nice.
would you do with this strand?
I'm quite boring with pearls. I just like to restrand them
And
just either put a sterling silver or a gold or a rose gold tiny little bead in between them, or knot them, and that's it. I just think pearls stand alone. With garnet, you can team it with garnets or something, and that would look stunning. Very, very vintage, but they do stand alone.
I totally agree with you, and I love this combination, don't get me wrong, and I always look at sort of designs like this and think, oh gosh, it's very 1920s, but I'm the same. I loved, and it's all personal preference, I suppose, Deb, just knotting in between, and that's what I do. I've got so many different sizes, well, I say so many, I haven't got loads, but I've got a couple of pearl necklaces which are simply restranded, and I'd probably buy more.
Yeah,
well, I am going to buy more today.
Elegant. They always look elegant.
Always look elegant. Yeah. And do you know what? My friends and family probably don't realise that I've got more than one, because it's the same design effectively, but to me they're different because they're different colours and sizes. Well done to every single one of you. You can see how beautifully sizable these are. Should be, apparently, this is astonishing, £14.95. Lowest ever price coming your way. If you're anything like me and you've got multiple pearl strands, why wouldn't you pass up this opportunity? Because it is in double figures. These are not shell pearls. shell pearls which are reconstituted. These are not synthetic. Heaven above, no, never. We'd never bring you, never, ever, ever bring you synthetic gemstones here at Jewellery Maker. The real deal, farmed in various different locations as they are from around the world. They have been treated ever so slightly with a dye which gives that gorgeous honey hue, very similar to an Akoya pearl. If you love Japanese Akoya pearls, they have got that golden hue behind them. Beautiful, smooth, nacre surface. Grab it whilst you can. And this morning, we've only brought you 3 strands of pearls. The elegance of these. Do you know what I'd also love to see these? With black lace.
Oh, yes. That would look lovely, actually.
You know the black lace that we do? Like bibs?
Yes, lovely. That would look really nice, actually.
Quite seductive. A little bit saucy.
Very nice.
So, yeah, it's kind of like agent... what are they called? Provocateur.
Oh, yes.
Like them.
Very nice too.
Other lingerie brands are, of course, available. It's not just lingerie, they do lots of things. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, that's what I love about that. Sewn onto maybe some black lace. A little bit sexy. Right, first thing this morning, we brought you a beautiful strand, and it's unusual to see this size. So you've just seen the big sizes just there, but maybe you're petite, maybe you've got a small frame, maybe you love your jewellery to be understated, you don't want it to be really big and sizable. Maybe you love your pearls to be as accents, or have that opportunity to be able to use pearls as accents. How elaborate would that be? Maybe you love your soutache, because perhaps you could use this with soutache. 6 by 4 millimeters. Gorgeous white freshwater pearls. Aren't they amazing? Look how they lay beautifully across the hand. Now, if we were talking about this size, and again, I know that here at Jewellery Maker you see pearls on a regular basis because we have got connections. We have got connections with some of the leading pearl buyers in the world. The smaller sizes, though, are so much less seldomly seen, aren't they?
They tend to be 8mm upwards at the moment. And I think you go through phases of getting different sizes in. But it's very rare that we get them that size, and very rare that we don't have them round. I mean, those sit beautifully against each other, don't you think?
Yeah, they really do. They nestle, don't they?
They do. I mean, if you just put a little spacer in between, just as a tiny bracelet, I mean, you could make something for, I don't know, for a bridesmaid's christening, something.
Yeah.
Because that would suit a very petite person or a child.
Yeah,
or
I'm thinking that as well.
Special.
Because, yeah, I mean, I was saying earlier on this morning, my mum's she's petite. I'm a lot taller than my mum is, and this would be probably a size that I know she would favour, because it's not going to be too big on the neckline or around the neckline. Or maybe you've got your evening pieces and you've got your daytime pieces as well. You still want to wear your beautiful pearls.
Absolutely.
But by night and by day as well. Totally and utterly natural. 6 by 4 millimeter at £6.95. If you've got an order open, add them to your order at that price point. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Because these are natural cultured pearls. We're saying Baroque, which tells me that they're more less uniformed, individual.
But I like that because they look real.
I do as well. I do as well. Yeah. Because often, and I was watching, what's the name of Great British Bake Off? Mary Berry, that's it. I was watching that yesterday. Love Mary Berry. She's just lovely, isn't she? Yeah. She's like a national treasure. She's like you, Debbie Bulford. She's a national treasure.
Don't know about that.
Hey, I'm not making comparisons, anything other than that, the national treasure. But she was wearing some Baroque pearls, and you could tell they were real pearls. Yeah. And it was, you know, sort of Baroque cluster necklace, which had obviously been sort of wrapped around itself. But yeah, you looked at it, and it was obviously a close shot of her making a cake. It was some cake that I'd never even heard of previously before. But yeah, it was like, oh, love a pearl necklace, love a Baroque pearls. We recognise them, don't we?
We do. I think they're stunning.
They really are. Well done to you, Tracy, Christine in Stirlingshire. Sharon, you're there as well. Stay on those phone lines. Got to move on. Well done to you. Box number 7. Oh, box number 8. All these big cabochons. Oh, wait. Oh, box 8. 8. When was the last time we saw Botswana? Ages ago, wasn't it? Oh, look. I have to get the light as well. You're getting multiple cabochons. In fact, I'll put them all out. I'll put them all out before me. Look. Oh, here's my favourite straight away. Is that light on? Is that light working? No. Oh, I see why. Hang on a second. There we go. Look. Oh, look. Is it not one of the most beautiful gemstones, Botswana agate? And when we used to make kits, Debbie, go back 3 years ago,
Yep.
If we put Botswana agate into our kit, it made it very expensive, didn't it?
It did.
This is one of the most expensive varieties of agate. Maybe your Chantilly lace or lace agate, I always call it Chantilly, lace agate similarly so. Aren't they gorgeous? This is just one. Shall I get another one for you? Let's get another one for you. 1,245 carats of Botswana agate here. Can you see that one? Maybe I'll take that one out for that. Gorgeous. Pick up another. Oh, I don't think it needs the light. You know what? It doesn't need it, does it? You can see how beautiful they are just holding them up. Amazing. All different shapes, all different sizes. You wouldn't necessarily think they were the same gemstone in actual fact, would you? Because they are so varied. You've got almost chalcedony hues here. You've got, that's what I know sort of Botswana agate to be. But then you've almost got a smoky quartz brown, rich, prominent espresso tones, forms, very uniquely. I love the patterns and shapes. Look at that. That's almost like a druzy look, isn't it? The crystal formations here gives you almost an illusion of druzy. So fabulous and mesmerising. I can't wait to see some of your designs coming from this. 1,245 carats. So yeah, Botswana agate used to skyrocket a price of a kit if we put them in, Debbie, didn't we?
I can't remember the last time I saw Botswana agate. It used to be one of my favourites.
Yeah.
I've got a necklace made at home that I absolutely adore using some beads, and I cannot remember the last time we had it on because it was very expensive, you're right.
Very expensive,
Yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah, I
gorgeous.
mean, one strand used to be, I'd say again, it used to be like your pearls up around the 20, 30 pounds.
I love it because every single one is different.
Yeah.
I love something that you look into. It's like an individual little piece of art, really.
It is. This one in particular. Sorry, I've got to bring it back. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's bring that price onto your screen for a 4-figured carat weight, 1,245 at just £19.95 this morning. This with your sterling silver chain and black spinel earlier on. This with any gemstone because you've got those different hues and tones. This with pearls would be fabulous. This with a garnet would be fabulous. This with spinel would be amazing. This left on its own and just wire wrapped would be incredible. All different shapes and sizes. Do stay where you are on those phone lines, and congratulations to every single one of you that has got this. Stay where you are. Can you believe I've got less than half an hour with you before the lovely Zena comes in? It's flown this morning, absolutely flown. It's because I'm with Debbie and Kim. Sorry, everybody, and the boys, and Wes, and you, Paul. I'm teasing you, Paul. I am. Okay, box number what? Sorry. 9. Oh, this is like fire opal. Oh, hang on. Why? What's the matter with me? Why does Paul not like me? Has he got his back to me? Paul, what's the matter? I said it's a real joy to be with you. What, you don't like that you were last? He's literally turned his back on me. Paul? Paul? Paul, I'll make you a coffee later. I'll buy you a coffee later. Are we friends now? Yay! I love these. Oh, Debbie.
Oh, it looks like a heart.
I thought that too. I'll give it to Paul later, just because we're friends. Just so he knows that we're friends. Look, it's like a little love heart. Do you know what these remind me of? These slices. They remind me of the Maldives. I know this is red.
Yes, I know what you mean. Looking down.
But looking down on the Maldives, where you've got the little island.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the waters around it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's one of those Earth pictures, isn't it? One of those. Fabulous.
Now, I'm not saying that that's a location I go to. I have been lucky enough to go once, but yeah, it is amazing. But you know, when you see in those pictures, the Maldives, and you've got all the islands dotted around, they're beautiful. Oh, but this one is to me fire opal. I don't know why I have to hold it up to my neckline. Look at that, cherry red. Can you see the other one as well? Gorgeous cherry red. I was just holding them to the neckline just because I'd love to see them in pendants. You are getting 4 slices in this case, but it might be 5, it might be 3. It's the carat weight that we do guarantee. We should be at £24.95. I've never seen agate slices in this colour before.
Never. No, I haven't either.
Aren't they amazing?
They're beautiful.
Today, however, not £24.95. £16.95. What would you do with these? Because I can imagine new jewellery makers are watching right now, might be thinking, okay, but what would I do with those? Firstly, they're great as coasters.
Yes, they are actually.
Because they're sizable enough to be
I remember
coasters.
Gemma wearing, if Gemma's watching, hello. I remember Gemma wearing a long necklace that she'd wire wrapped on a, I don't know if it's big chain or big piece of cord. It's very, very long. Just with a huge piece of agate at the bottom. And I remember thinking, wow, that looks fabulous. So I think you've got to make a statement necklace with this. You've got to
I think so
honour
as well.
the fact that it's going to be really, really a large pendant. But that would look stunning on a piece of, you know, red leather or lots and lots of chain, and just wire wrap it. It'd be fabulous.
Gorgeous. I mean, you could very easily secure that with sort of, I suppose, leather, couldn't you?
You could. You put it in the middle of a dream catcher and put it on the window or something like that.
Got to move on. Well done to everyone. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Moving on to box number... Oh, right. Let's bring... Yes.
Oh, stunning.
My favourite.
Lovely, yeah.
This is black agate druzy.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Aren't they fabulous? 750 carats of your black agate druzy. So you've also got those beautiful crystallization formations, almost like a dusting of sugar, which captures and plays with the light. Now, probably for the first time, well, rare this happens, but I actually like the smallest one best. I like the smallest one just because it has got that crevice, it's showing off the crystal particles internally. It's obviously a Mother Nature produced rarity.
That's nice.
Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, so this may be in contrast with your red leather or something like that. Never be shy of using such organic shapes, because the gemstone can do the talking for you, can't it?
Absolutely.
The rest of the techniques itself can be quite simple. You don't have to be elaborate. If you're thinking, well, I don't do wire work, Elle, neither do I, but these can be attached to any of our torque necklaces.
They could be. You could just use a bail and just stick it on the back if you want to and put a piece of cord through.
Simple.
Yeah.
With these especially, you can thread through the druzy particle.
Yes, there's a hole there. That's
as a whole, so why not just leave it like so, do a simple loop on suede cord. Beautiful. Let's bring that price tag in for every single one of you. We should be at £19.95. I want to get these, and I'm going to do exactly that. Just literally thread it through, bit of satin or leather or suede cord, and I've got a beautiful piece of jewellery. Never ever been price slashed previously, however, this morning we are price slashing. it wasn't necessary for us to price crash it, but we have done. I love the fact that they're really tactile, even on the outer surface of the druzy. Look at the texture. I would want to just display these beauties in a cabinet or on a shelf. Lovely, and that's from Candice in Hertfordshire. Yeah, I agree. They'd look amazing, wouldn't they? Or, as Debbie so rightly said, in a window as a dream catcher.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice to put the three on a display stand somewhere, because I just think they just look beautiful together.
They do, don't they? Let's put those on the desk, as you can see, like that. Move it off the black stand so you can actually see. They are wonderful, and they're often used, by the way, agate slices in your home decor, etc. Especially of this size, because you could very easily put a hot cup of coffee on there.
You could.
And it would protect the surface below. I mean, maybe because they're a little bit curved, maybe the smaller ones might be a little bit risky. But if you multi-bought on these, I'm sure you'll get a couple of the big ones. Good luck to every single one of you. Stay on those phone lines, $14.95 only. Moving on to, right, is it the time for those clasps? Box number... This is like the Ferrari of silver clasps, right? You can see the quality. You really can. If you're thinking, well, what's the difference, Elle? Polish, finish, luster. That's the difference. I'm going to bring you the silver. Then I'm going to bring you the rose gold. And then the yellow gold. So we've got all different colours and tones. Look at the quality of these toggle clasps. I'll hold one end. Oopsie. Can you see what I'm talking about? The luster is amazing. Beautiful quality and luster. Amazing, aren't they? Put that one down and pick this one up. Beautifully decorative. You've got your 925 class. They're 23mm in terms of the diameter of the ring and an 11mm in terms of the toggle. I know that you've seen toggle clasps and various different attachments on a daily basis, but can you understand why I think that these are maybe, you know, the supercars of them? It's all about the polish and the finish, and it's so wonderfully reflective. Sterling silver being one of the most lustrous of your precious metals. We've got multi-buyers instantaneously on the web. Well done to you, Northumberland. Hello to you, Anne in Lincolnshire. Hello to all of the telephone bidders that I can see dialing through right now. Pop them in your basket as soon as you can. I've got this silver right now, then it's the yellow gold, then we've got, then it's the rose gold, then it's the yellow gold. So we are bringing all different, all three colours, loads of you there. You know, I don't make a statement like that lightly or loosely. I wouldn't say, oh gosh, these are some of the nicest class that we have within the vault, and not absolutely mean it hand on heart, because you can see the quality there. I mean, is there any imperfection in terms of the polish and finish? And I'll turn it round to the side so you can see the profile. Turn it round on the reverse again. Are you serious? Are they going to that price for 3? Debbie, do you agree with me that these must be, I don't know where we've sourced these from. I don't know where we've sourced these from, and I know you've seen toggle clasp before. I'm not saying it's the toggle itself, the shape of the toggle, that's vastly different. We've got people multi-buying, look at 2s, 4s, 3s, loads of you there. Almost half the stock has £9. Where have we sourced these from? They're amazing. Do you agree with me, Debbie?
I do. There's a substantial amount of silver there.
Yeah.
The weight in that must be
on
amazing.
Your screens.
And they are perfect. They are perfect because they shine. I can't explain how they shine. I think the silver just shines in a completely different way.
It does.
It's just like a mirror finish.
If I was to hold a white gold toggle clasp next to this, you'd be able to spot the difference. Yeah. Sterling silver is more lustrous. It's more mirror-like, I suppose. But this is
it's
polished
the finish.
Beautifully.
It's the finish, because I did a class with Tracy Spurgeon, who does the silver clay, the other day. And I remember when I did my instructor's sort of certificate, we had to polish and polish and polish and polish and polish to get that mirror finish. And it takes a lot of work.
It does, yeah.
And that is absolutely polished clean. That is beautiful.
It is, yeah. Well over half the stock has gone, and many of you are still in the process of speaking to our contact centre. Majority of you, I'd say a good 40, I don't know, maybe even 50-60% of you have chosen to buy more than one of these, and I don't blame you. I'll ask the question. These are incredible quality, amazing quality. We have got the rose gold coming up next, so if you're on the phone lines, fantastic, you can add them to your order. And it's from the same collection brand, not sure. I have to find out about them, but I've seen Toggle Class on a daily basis. These are incredible. These are some of the nicest I've seen. So box number 1, yeah. You don't need to tell me they're here. Okay, now, so when I was over in Jaipur earlier this year, at the beginning of the year in actual fact, we went to some of our jewellery manufacturers and establishments, went to the cutting houses, etc., and we learnt about how one piece of jewellery, it might be a Larique piece, it might be a toggle class like this, it might be a charm, whichever. We are literally talking about all variations here. Do you know, incredibly, a charm, whatever charm, which might be, I don't know, £10, and a Larique piece of jewellery, one of a kind, will go through the same number of steps, the same number of processes in one establishment. Don't you find that fascinating? Irrespective of the price point, the quality has to be just so. And you can see it. You can absolutely see it here. So, from the fact that the sterling silver is polished by hand in many cases as well. You can see, and I'm talking about sort of my experiences in Jaipur. I was watching jewellery makers actually taking, whether it be a toggle clasp like this, whether it be a ring shank, whether it be a bracelet, whether it be a necklace, actually taking individual links, thinking, oh, there's an ever so slight indentation on the inside where maybe if it was a ring shank, you wouldn't even notice it, but the wearer would feel it, wouldn't they? And taking time to polish and polish and polish it. Then with this case, in this instance, you've got the added expense, the added time, the added labour, the added costs that go into rose gold plating your precious metal. Rose gold, we've got copper infused into the gold itself that gives that gorgeous blush tone. I've seen this process going on, and it is literally dipped, but it's not as simple as going, oh, dip it there, dip it there, dip it there, because then they almost have to blast it to actually get that surface, or maintain that surface to be as smooth as it is. Let's bring that price tag in for you. 3 pairs should be 11. Oh, sorry, I get carried away. I'm getting carried away. £11.95 is where we should be. £7.95. Where else in the world? I know that's going to become a catchphrase, isn't it? It is. But Debbie, I don't mind that. I don't know of a single other establishment that will be able to bring precious metal on precious metal at this quality and this finish for that price.
I don't either. And not have the price of paying all the packaging.
No.
Because normally you pay a fortune for whoever's just manufactured it to put it in a packet and deliver it to a shop, and you haven't got those overheads at all.
No. I'd be happy to pay that for one. Do you know, and it was at that same time when I was learning about the different steps, the different processes, and we become a little bit complacent. Granted we do, because it's all about the gemstones, the rarity of the gemstones, the cutting of the gemstones, etc. You know what? The rarity of the precious metal and the processes that precious metal goes through as well is something to imagine. And what Steve actually said, so after we'd gone through, let's bring you the gold version now, so stay on those phone lines. And again, it's the Ferrari, it's the in my eyes, some of the finest toggles that we've brought you here at Jewellery Maker. I just think the finish is amazing. So this has gone through all the different processes from start to finish, whether it be a mould, whether it be the actual polishing, whether it be the actual, and I'm not even including the gold plating process in that 200 step. That would then probably be added on. You've got the quality control assessment of it. They go through various different. We'd walked around this establishment, which took time, and I was looking over the shoulders, not in a bad way, but because I was interested of the skilled jewellery makers that were there, watching them with tweezers like this, polishing the insides. It's just incredible. It was just fascinated, and then. Our Steve and Sarah turned to us all, and there were customers with us as well, and said, and then we go and bring them at prices like what we do. And it all hit home. And you think, you know what? It almost makes, it makes me want to pay more almost. Obviously I don't, but you know what I mean. Because you respect the process that it's gone through. Already being allocated. Kim is saying she loves the yellow gold the most. I love them all. I can't pick. I literally cannot pick. Okay, Kim's saying there's a reason why I like this more. Okay, well they all look the same. They should be £11.95. Lowest ever price. Solid sterling silver. Kim, I'm literally... How did I know you were going to do that? I knew you were going to do £6.95 because £7.95 you made a point of. £6.95 is £6.95, Debbie, for 3 toggle classes sterling silver.
That's just ridiculous. It would cost you that for one. In fact, I'm surprised if you could get one actually in a jewellery shop, in a hobby shop.
I don't think you'd be able to get that at 3 times that price tag in a jewellery shop.
Not for the weight. Definitely not.
So if you were doing like if you were commissioning something or you were doing your Christmas fairs, etc., you can give your customer the choice effectively, can't you?
Oh yeah, I would make something, if I was doing a craft fair, I'd make something up with your sterling silver and something up with your base metals, and you can say, well, you can have this, but if you want me to make you something with this, have 2 different price brackets.
Yeah. Or if you did chainmail and you've got chainmail jump rings,
yeah,
you'd want to have quality like this on the end, wouldn't you?
Yes, absolutely.
I love them. I love them, and there's nothing in particularly different about the design. They haven't got swirls or swathes or feather likes or florals or it's not pave set. It's a plain and simple design, but it's how well, what would be the right word? I almost had it there. It was on the tip of my tip of the tongue. Oh, that was tip of the tongue. How well executed it is. And this has been executed absolutely amazingly. Well done. Stay on those phone lines. I am running out of time. So beautiful. And you'll agree with me when you get those home. Do you agree, Deb?
I do. I really do. I just think they add such luxury. You can have a gemstone that, maybe is not your favourite. Put fabulous findings on and all of a sudden it just changes the
It really
look.
does, doesn't it?
But you can't have upmarket gemstones and put something really poor on the end and it just devalues it.
Totally, and it takes the beauty of the gemstone away.
Yeah,
it really does. Okay, we launched earlier on a brand new charm. I'm getting this as well. Stop permitting, that is, of course.
That's beautiful, that is.
It really is. Perfect size to be maybe made into earrings and a matching pendant, if you wish. You have got individually round, brilliant cut topaz, exquisitely pave set in, giving you all of that gorgeous, gorgeous luster. It's very decorative, and we were looking at other retailers. Well, we know of the one on our high street, but with this case, we were looking at the big high-end luxury brands like your Links of London. We were looking at your Tiffany's. We were looking at your Thomas Savo. Well, this was on their website, just one. I'm not going to say which one it was, for £45. I'm not saying it is exactly the same, however, it's similar. But there are other establishments out there which will bring you charms like this, even with synthetic gemstones, not even the real deal, at higher prices than what you're about to see. It is a launch price point. It is first time appearance. Beautiful, beautiful luster, that paparazzi flash. If I just turn that round as well so you can actually see the attention to detail, it's on, as you can see, a jump ring or a bolt ring there. Allowing the light to actually sort of be penetrated through to the actual pavilion of the gemstone shows off the actual sparkle. And if you can imagine that it is suspended maybe from the wrist line like so, you're going to need that light behind is really going to allow the gemstones to absolutely sing. Let's bring that price tag in for you there. So popular. 70 of these are in baskets. That's not a confirmation, so I'd love to say that you've been successful, but you haven't as of yet. You need to check out those baskets to guarantee success. We had over 200 of these, is that right, Kim? Started out with 241. We are over allocated. So 241 sold out maybe in the first day. 70 of you have them in baskets. And we've got more being added on an hourly, bear with me a second, literally every second. Catherine, well done to you. Wyoming has just bought 4. Well done to you. Christine in Carmarthenshire. Wendy, Maureen, Essex has just bought 4. Charlene has bought 2. Well done to you. Cassandra, Karine is there. Diane, Susan, Pauline, another Susan, Merseyside, well done to you. I've got Bedfordshire, Jane, Sussex. Susan in Manchester's just bought 2 of these. Lizeth in Germany, hello to you, my lovely. Why wouldn't you? I just think they're a finished piece of jewellery, aren't they? I'm thinking little tiny charms, charm bags maybe. You can get chiffon bags from us here, just as little gifts on the
I just think they're
table.
lovely because, as we said earlier, you know, things like crackers and tiny gifts like that can cost a fortune.
They can.
But they're just thrown in the bin. So why not get somebody something like that they can keep and remember the day by?
Absolutely. My mum started, and it must be about, oh God, a good 10 years ago when we were probably living at home. I was still living at home. My mum started Christmas bags, and we still have crackers, don't get me wrong, because you can't get rid of that tradition, can you? But she made, and she did make them, bless her, 'cause she is very crafty, my mum. She made these little bags. He made these little bags, and every year, so as the kids, we would sort out mums and dads, and basically, if you saw something which was just a few pound, maybe a CD or maybe a lipstick or something that you know that person in your family would love, we'd buy it and put them in the bag. So various times during Christmas Day, we'd be like squirreling presents in the Christmas bag. My mum always did very well out of it, by the way, because my dad used to start surprising my mum on the Christmas Day bags. So I know she had her first set of pearls, a string of pearls on Christmas Day in there. It's just a nice sentiment, and like you said, Debbie, something that you can keep.
Absolutely.
Something you can keep. Well done. Stay on those phone lines. I'm running out of time. Grab it whilst you can. We had 241 of those. Absolutely incredible. Now, you've got the lovely Zena coming up next, and I can't wait to give her a squidge. You've got tomorrow morning the launch of your luminous paracord, so please make sure you do tune in. That's at 8 a.m, so you'll need to set your alarm. Debbie Bulford, as always. We'll just find you. It was just find you. Debbie Bulford. There you are. Thank you so much, my darling. As always, a real pleasure. When are you back next?
Friday late show.
Friday late show, so make sure you tune in for Debs. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning from 8 o'clock. Don't forget, it's all about your luminous paracord.
Join resident designer Sheila for our bridal headwear